Space Coke, hard seltzer, St. Patrick's Day conundrums, sports movies. That's right. It's Sunday night, and you know what that means. Welcome to Point of Viewer. I am, of course, the great viewer himself. Thank you for not being sick of me just yet. Oh, great disembodied voices.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Okay, so that's how you're going to start doing it now. I kind of dig it, actually.
I don't know. It felt right.
Sunday? Who has time for shows on a Sunday?
I mean,
Jeez.
some of us actually make schedules and stick to them when
Yeah,
we're
well-
allowed.
Well, some of us go over their friends' houses for pay-per-views on Sunday nights.
I wasn't talking about you. That was a shots fired at Mr. Hate Mail himself. Which, if you don't like shows on a Sunday night, feel free to send that hate mail to s.garmer@gmail.com.
Wait. Whoa. That is not Konnichiwa, bitches. Because if we don't do shows on Sunday night, that means I get doubled up on my other off nights of the week. And that leaves me as a very, very gruntled main disembodied voice, which is why you end up with the main disembodied voice of doom.
Wait a minute, gruntled. Don't you mean disgruntled?
No, I said disgruntled.
No,
you
said
definitely
gruntled.
sent gruntled. Gruntled is gruntled.
No, I'm
means
pretty
the
sure
exact
I said
opposite.
this. You know what? Fuck you. It's been a long day. Cut to my goddamn embodiment of doom.
Yes, why you have that one thing not capitalized, but since we're embodying people around here,
Also, as usual, Eating on Air is a W2 Web Network gimmick exclusive.
well, I mean, I would give the place a shout out since you and I both ate there tonight. And if the wonderful people of Culver's would like to sponsor this or any other W2M Network podcast, feel free to send all sponsorship inquiries to Twitter at the Andesian. Now, if you haven't noticed, it's a little bit extra crowded around here. There's a reason for that. As many of you know, today in particular was Selection Sunday. We're not going to talk about the bracket or how my Hurricanes wound up with the 10 seed, as I predicted with a certain someone on another program.
We'll talk about that in 3 days. Calm your tits.
I
think he was
am.
setting you up for a plug.
He
Well-
just did it.
We'll go into the full plugs a little bit later on in the show, and on this show we talk about full plugs.
Exactly. And I actually
Where have you been the last 2 weeks, Broadhurst? Tell me I'm wrong.
busy.
Tell me I'm wrong, viewer. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, technically you're not.
Especially what we talked about last week.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Okay, so actually on the topic of that, I just real quick, I'm going to give some quick thoughts here. Okay, no kink shaming here because to each their own. But if you're fucking stupid enough to pay for bathwater and jars of air farts, you deserve to have your money taken from you.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
kind of pretty much what we came to the conclusion of. Yes.
Yes. And again,
there's
we
an
have
old
discussed our weird things.
there is an old wrestling axiom: a fool and his money are soon parted.
I don't think that's just a wrestling axiom, but yes.
It's not, but completely agreed.
The point being
Now,
is,
if you so happen to have disposable income like that, and you would like to sponsor us here at the W2M Network, please, by all means, send your inquiries to myself at the Andesian on Twitter. We would love to have the money to increase our production values. And just maybe we can actually have good alcohol and get paid.
well, here's a possibility as well too. We could use that money to bet on Bovada.
No, hold your horses. That's a
Hold on. Is this some bitch trying to steal my gimmick?
I mean, gimmick infringement is tolerated and is a W2M network exclusive.
Hashtag Bet on Bovada 21 means 21. God damn it! Please obey all local gambling laws.
Now, that being said, there's a certain someone here who's
I
probably...
love how we just he tried to steal it. I stole it right back.
This
is gonna be one of those shows, isn't it? I haven't even opened up the hard seltzer yet.
Oh, and we're definitely gonna get to that, but I have to introduce someone first for our main thing, which we're gonna get to in a little bit.
I was actually thinking it might not be the worst idea to let that happen first and then get into the regular POV topics, so that way he's not having to sit through all of the chicanery and shenanigans.
Well, Rancid Randy,
if what I have heard about what he put the Life is Like a Game Show crew through back yonder, let him sit through the chicanery.
Do you want me to change the bracket during the show? I can change the bracket.
No.
It is not locked in stone yet. Until
No,
the matchups
the bracket
are announced,
is locked
I
in
can
stone.
mess with
No,
it.
the bracket is locked in stone, buddy.
Nobody has access to it but me. And it's right here. Well, not this. This is the NAIA bracket that nobody else filled out but me. But the other bracket.
it's another bracket. Yes.
R&R Sports Report available on klcz.com as well as on the R&R Sports Report Facebook page. You're welcome.
Thank you.
See, we like to give you shout outs as well, and
making sure Harry's movie is still on the bracket. Congratulations, Harry.
Woo!
See, I mean, we try to do nice things, like when I can, and I apologize I haven't been able to lately because people's schedules have had to change. I come in and I liven up your show a little bit.
Appreciate it. Hey, we're ready for you, AFL, very soon.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this is the week we're premiering.
The main disembodied voice of doom will no longer be seen tonight.
The
main disembodied voice is not responsible for schedule changes here on the W2M network.
Oh my God, I wasn't even talking about your schedule change, now was I? Why everybody gotta take things so personal around here?
Because I'm waiting to get drunk.
Can I just point out that we'll be talking more AFL this Wednesday on the W2M network as well?
Yes, we will. And again,
if we're doing shameless plugs at this point, I feel like I have to shamelessly plug the fact that next week is Drew Carey week on Life is Like a Game Show with our tribute and salute to The Price is Right in the month of March. April,
I still gotta watch that Perfect Bid documentary.
Well, I was going to say, if you're doing that, I thought you were going to say that we're going to be getting into the next round of LCS action and a few other things on League to the Max or whatever, where I'll go back to being the disembodied voice.
Yes, that's going to be tomorrow night here on the W2M network. Available on all of your preferred podcast listening
this
platforms.
Bitch isn't about to try that shit. No. Shut that down right now.
Such as
Mute him.
Google Bot. God damn it, Broadhurst.
Mute him.
See, this is what happens when I have all the disembodied voices together. This is how it should be. Aren't you glad that you'll be putting up with all of us for the next month or so, Randy?
I'm so ready. I'm just... My favorite part about the brackets, and obviously we did this last year with the game show, it's just the reveal of the matchups. Like the first round especially is I meticulously put this thing together in about an hour, and I'm just so excited for you guys to see the matchups that I have created. I'm the master at this.
Are you saying you are a master creator?
It's better than a masturbator.
Not necessarily, unless you're
not on this show. It's not.
Now, let's be fair. Some of us who may or may not be forced to put up their content of that form on an OnlyFans. I mean, if certain
there is a flag on the play.
Oh, what now?
Flag on the play. Illegal use of pun.
I'm gonna refuse that penalty.
Okay. It's
See,
still second down.
See, I have the right to do that on these parts. So, since it was brought up, Rancid Randy himself, I will, for probably the one time ever on this show, defer to you. Would you like to join into the other discussions we have on tap for tonight, or do you want to get your part of this appearance out of the way?
No, I'm ready to go. If you want to do the bracket, it's ready.
I want to get drunk, and I can't get drunk until we start talking about the seltzer thing, because I want there to be a live, genuine reaction on air when I open this damn can of seltzer.
So let's get this out of the way first. Like, I had my adventure with the Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos a few weeks ago, which was definitely worth it, and it sucks that they were out of stock. Otherwise, I would have more.
Is that the one that had the Super Bowl commercial with the sloth?
Yes.
Yes.
We approve of sloth usage in these parts. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I am kind of rocking the Christmas sloth shirt today.
Very nice.
Is that a cue for other disembodied voice embodiment?
Well, just it'll still be disembodied voice. He'll just see the shirt.
Very nice indeed.
I thought so. Okay, back to you.
So, you, main disembodied voice, have been on an adventure to find the Mountain Dew hard seltzer.
Yes.
Which, I don't know what it is with you and beverages, but given the concoction I made today that involved white chocolate Irish cream liqueur, I really can't talk.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Delicious, especially in coffee, just like the bottle says.
Well,
found some at Publix when I was looking for something else. Decided to go with it.
Well, you know, true to my ordained religious belief, my one of my favorite drinks is indeed a White Russian.
The dude abides.
But yes, it took some finagling, but the local Publix did have a variety pack of the new hard seltzer made by Mountain Dew.
All right.
We did a mini review of the regular flavor on League to the Max or whatever last Monday.
Episode available in the W2M archives.
And now I have a very cold, because I threw it in the freezer to get extra cold about an hour before showtime.
Okay.
Can of the Baja Blast flavor. And I am dying to try it, because when I opened the variety pack, I was hoping I would pull out the Baja Blast first, which I did not.
All right. Well, let's go right ahead. Let's see what's up with it.
Well, first, I guess I could show off the can. By the way, if you're, Mountain Dew or whatever alcohol company that produces this, and you would like to sponsor us, aka send me more Baja Blast hard seltzer, you can message me at the Andesian on Twitter. We may not be able to be bought, but we damn sure can be rented.
Damn straight.
And he yells at me for stealing his shtick.
That's good. That's dangerously good.
Now
That's even better than the regular. So, two things. One,
Sorry.
freezer cold temperatures. Like, get this shit as cold as you can get it. Because the regular flavor that I had when I got it from Publix, it was like refrigerator temperature. They kept it in the beer fridge, right?
Okay.
This has been in the freezer for like an hour, maybe hour and a half. and it's definitely a lot colder. Like the can is definitely a lot colder than the regular Mountain Dew flavor one was.
Well,
Thankfully, I have 3 of each flavor can, right?
Well, yeah, and I mean, we've talked about how putting certain things in the freezer helps with the overall experience.
But I don't taste the alcohol at all in this.
Really?
Yeah. And you know me, I'm a little bit more on the sensitive side to tasting alcohol in beverages.
Yes.
That's part of the reason why I don't drink beer. Like, I do not like 98% of beers.
Which is
If you're-
exactly
If I'm gonna drink a beer, I either want an Angry Orchard, a Sam Adams, or a Guinness Black.
or Chihuahua.
That's you.
No, not just me. Believe me, especially the guava flavor. You're gonna try it, you're gonna like it, and if you are the brewing company who makes Chihuahua, please, by all means, send any sponsorship inquiries to @TheIndesian or @Squid Sportshead.
But
La
yeah, no,
cerveza más fina verdad en los Estados Unidos.
Pero no es el servicio más fino de todo el mundo que es un Corona. All right, now that we've gotten the Spanish language segment out of the way for the evening. Muchísimas gracias por los viewers que estás oyéndonos otros en español. I don't remember how to say viewers in Spanish.
Telespectadores? Spectadores?
That could work, yeah. But yeah, no, I actually don't. Like, I could taste the alcohol a bit in the regular flavored one, but this one, no. It tastes like I'm drinking a Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
Okay, good to know. Very good to know.
No, this is like, put it to you this way. This is something I would stock up on for Dragon Con.
Extremely good to know. I'll still have to be on the hunt for some myself.
Right now, for those of you who may be listening in across the country, it's only available in 3 states. I believe it's Florida, Washington State, and somewhere else. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Because of course, Florida.
Naturally.
Actually, my understanding is it has something to do with the federal liquor distribution laws. They have to get a license for each state, and they haven't been able to do that yet. Florida, Tennessee, and Iowa. Excuse me. And it's made by a company it's made by PepsiCo and Boston Beer Company.
So it makes more sense. Recanting the stories of the best sake screwdriver, oh dear lord. That's definitely going to be in a future episode.
But yeah, they have 4 flavors. They have original Mountain Dew. They have Mountain Dew Black Cherry, which, from what I have seen online, is effectively Mountain Dew Code Red. A Mountain Dew Watermelon, and the Baja Blast. I got the variety pack, so I have all 4 flavors in the fridge. We'll be going through them little by little here. I'll probably try the Code Red one on Monday on League to the Max.
All right.
Or whatever.
Sounds like a plan. And see, Randy, aren't you glad that you stuck with this so far?
I'm learning lots.
Now, with you and your other beverage being Disembodied Voice, like some sort of space coke that you explained to me previously?
Oh, yeah. So, thing I found, and I'll hold up the box because it was so good that I've actually already killed all the cans.
Why am I not surprised?
I got this last week at Walmart, and it's Space Coke. Well, they call it Starlight Coke, but it's supposed to be space flavored.
Okay.
It's cotton
And,
candy.
well,
They claim
that's the thing. That's the thing. It depends on who you ask, right?
They claim raspberry and vanilla, but no, it tastes like cotton candy. I had one a couple of days ago. I was not super impressed.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think that I believe officially Coca-Cola says that it's a mixture of raspberry Coke and vanilla cream. It kind of has a little bit. The best way I can describe it. Have you ever gone to a movie theater or anywhere that sells popcorn, like fresh popped popcorn, right?
Well, the way
and
you
you get that little bit of popcorn at the very bottom that's kind of been sitting there for a little bit. It over popped just slightly. And it has that just like slight, I don't want to say burnt tang, but I can't really think of a better way to describe it.
crisp.
You take that flavor plus raspberry and bam. And I don't know. I am like, you put raspberry in something and I will drink it or eat it. Like, I love raspberry.
See, I'm not a raspberry person, so I think that's part of the reason why I didn't care for it.
I am a little biased there. I have no problem admitting to my bias in that respect. But yeah, no, I tried it, and they were the little tiny mini cans. In fact, I see they were these little. I have a recycling bin behind me. They're these little. Yeah, they were the little 7.5 ounce mini cans, and it cost me $4.30 or something like that for a 12-pack at my local Walmart. So I sat there. I'm like, okay, they're the mini cans. It's $4. If I don't like it, I don't feel bad about throwing away the money. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna I have to go to Walmart, Monday or Tuesday to do my grocery shopping for the week. I'm definitely gonna look for the regular 16-ounce sized or 12-ounce sized cans of this,
and or the 20-ounce 6-packs.
They're making 20-ounce 6-packs?
I've definitely seen a 20-ounce 6-pack inside a Giant Eagle, which is like a local grocery store up here.
Okay, I will have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, if they do something like that with a Sprite, because as I've mentioned, I've entirely fallen out with caramel-colored sodas, but if they do something similar for a Sprite, I will be in on it.
I wasn't a fan, but in fairness, it goes back to what I said before about me not liking raspberry. I've never really cared for anything raspberry, even like raspberry flavored cereal pieces and stuff.
Now, raspberry is one of my favorite flavors.
Yeah, same here. Like, you could put raspberry in, like, hell, my the secret ingredient to my pancakes, and folks that have had my pancakes know, is I put a tablespoon of raspberry extract in the batter.
I will say I did have a food adventure of my own. Guess what I finally found for the first time in a while over the course of these past couple of days?
What's that?
I found Golden Grams again.
Ooh.
And for longtime cereal fans, I'm a big Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy, but sometimes the amount of cinnamon in Cinnamon Toast Crunch can be a little overwhelming.
Oh, you'd love my apartment right now. We got like 5-6 boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Now, Randy, don't you get any ideas of a cereal bracket?
Okay? I would totally do a cereal bracket for
I would totally do a cereal bracket.
That's next year, apparently. The only problem with the cereal bracket, it's been done. There's been a lot of entities that have done a cereal bracket, but I have no problem doing one myself.
FanDuel has one promoted on Facebook right now. But if you're going to gamble, use Bovada.
Bovada.lv, I'm telling y'all, it's March Madness. We got our bracket coming up.
You know, for how much we plug Bovada, we really need to get a referral code for them.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
No cap, no bullshit. We really need to reach out to them and be like, look, I need a referral code.
Remind me the two of us get on that tomorrow.
I'll post it in our super secret squirrely leadership channel.
Easier done than said, apparently.
Hey, Watkins.
What's that for?
For trying to count me out of this.
Well, there's specific reasons.
Ohio's legalized.
We can't show it on air.
He can show it on air if he wants to. I'm flipping him off.
When you said Ohio legalized, I was referring to something else.
Sports gambling was recently legalized in Ohio.
Oh. Ain't no type of gambling legal in Florida that don't stop anybody.
Exactly. I mean, technically, there's workarounds.
Even the sports websites are technically supposed to stop it. They don't care.
No.
I think the only one that really actually does anything serious is FanDuel. And that's just because they've come down, or they've gotten the hammer put down on them by regulators so hard.
And besides, the only reason why you're not in the super secret squirrel channel is because that's entirely different reasons.
Oh, no, I know why I'm not in the super secret squirrel channel, and I'm okay with that. I mean, negative squirrel over here. I get it. But trying to cut me out of the Bet on Bovada proceeds, that's some bullshit.
You know damn well we were going to feature that on BWSR2. Come on now. It wouldn't be right.
That's true. Especially with us doing a gambling-themed episode on the very next one.
Thank you!
All right, that's fair. But anyways, back to the Golden Grams. Yeah, I think they just...
The main disembodied voice needs to embody himself for a moment.
Gladly.
This is for you, Harry.
You shut your filthy non-whore talking mouth.
At least you didn't call me a whore. I'll take that W. Thank you.
Wait, whores? What? That's our next segment. Allegedly.
Allegedly, That's just like you pulling a Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Look here. I did not inhale.
Did you guys see that there's like the documentary on Lewinsky and Clinton now?
Yeah.
Like
how many of them have been made?
But there's like...
This is not news that surprises me. God.
I was going to say, is that a bug on my screen? No, it's on yours?
Yeah. No, it's... I am unfortunately dealing with a bug problem.
I'm over here trying... I thought it was on my computer. I'm like trying
No. I unfortunately am dealing with a bug problem at the moment. I've gotten some stuff to take care of it, though. So
Where's Vincent D'Onofrio when you need him?
Mosquito-ass bitches.
Oh, wow. Nobody with that reference? Okay.
I got nothing. Sorry.
The original Men in Black, Vincent D'Onofrio played the Bugman.
Oh, okay.
Really? You just tried a movie reference with me? How's that usually go over, Watkins?
Well, I knew you wouldn't get it, but I was
going to say, movie reference, let Radulich, like, that's Radulich's department.
I knew you wouldn't get it, secondary disembodied voice, but I got two other people here who I maybe would have thought that would have triggered something.
So you said the name, and it, like, I'm like, I know that, I recognize that name, but I don't recognize where from. Which is why I just stayed indifferent. That wasn't a like total like carpet bomb miss. That was just did not recognize right away.
Randy, you see what I have to deal with every week around these parts?
Oh, shut it.
I can't help you.
Stick a plug up your ass and rotate.
Look, you know damn well that if I'm doing that, it's going up somewhere else, okay? Now, the rotating part, it depends on if it's a fidget spinner one, which I'm working on that. That's all I'm saying. I'm working on that. And yes, you heard correctly. We've discussed this before. Episode in the archive.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's why I can't say anything.
So, fidget spinner butt plugs for the ADD amongst us?
I mean, if you've got time in your refractory period, you need a little something to do, it's right there.
The perfect distraction when your sub has to use the safe word. Remember, folks, consent is key.
And consent is sexy.
Mandatory,
consent
too.
Matters.
Ask the San Francisco
W2Mnet cares.
Ask the San Francisco baseball coach. You hear about this shit?
Oh dear God, no!
If this doesn't feel like a point of view or a story, bringing sports and sexuality together, Apparently, one of the assistants on the San Francisco men's college baseball team has been fired, and now the head coach has been let go due to allegations of verbal and sexual abuse by players in a lawsuit filed in federal court, including one allegation of said assistant coach, last name Nakamura. I do not remember his first name. I read the story on ESPN literally right before we went on air. Standing in front of a window and helicopter dicking towards the team and other coaches.
You know, there's
First
a
of all-
time.
First of all, I just have to say, isn't that the entire point of this show, bringing sports and sexuality together, just not always at the same time?
Number one, yes. Number two, damn it, there's a time and a place if you're gonna helicopter dong. All right? That sure is fucking one of them.
I appreciate the fact that you tried to class it up by calling it helicopter donging.
I mean, it feels natural somehow. I'm all about natural feeling things, so I run with it.
Let me see if I can't find the story, and then I'll send it to you so you can put it in the show description. Because
like my Konnichiwa bitches at the beginning, if it feels right, just say it.
Thank you.
Have you ever heard? Never mind. I can't do that one on air. I'll tell you off air.
Are you sure about that? Because we've crossed quite a few lines here on this show.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say no for my own personal not being canceled sake.
I can respect that.
Yeah, and I'm about to say, I've already had my 2 age-restricted episodes. Kind of don't want to delve into a third for something like this, so much appreciated.
Not that. Okay, University of San Francisco fires baseball coach Nino Guillotano after lawsuit. The University of San Francisco, who just made the NCAA men's basketball bracket themselves as an at-large team, they were one of the last teams announced during the Selection Sunday show on CBS, has fired baseball coach Nino Guillotano, Giarratano, who was accused of persistent psychological abuse and repeated inappropriate sexual conduct in a recent class action lawsuit. The school announced, I'm just going to use his first name, Nino's firing Sunday, 2 days after the lawsuit was filed in U.S. District Court. USF previously had suspended Nino and former assistant coach Troy Nakamura, who was also named in the lawsuit. Nakamura was fired in January.
Well, see, Randy, we also got you a little more content for your show.
I'm distracted by the Yankees trade, sorry.
USF Athletic Director Joan McDermott cited new allegations from the lawsuit and also said in a statement that Nino allowed Nakamura on the field this past week. There's a quote from McDermott.
Oh, sorry, I just reminded me of something. Please continue.
There's a quote here from McDermott that I'm going to skip over. And then I'm going to get back to the main article here because this is the important part. You ready? The 3 former players identified as John Does in the lawsuit described various forms of abuse and described a culture in which, quote, it was normal, end quote, to see former assistant coach Nakamura naked on the field or in a window, swinging his penis in a helicopter fashion while the entire team and Giarratano, Nino, watched.
Look, to the USF Don's former baseball staff, I get it. Folsom Street. Fully understand. I would love to attend one year.
Somebody should remind them that the team's name are Dons, not Dongs.
Exactly. And college baseball ain't Folsom Street, okay? One's here, one's over here.
And anything disembodied voice number 1?
No, I have other news because that reminded me when Rancid Randy over there mentioned Yankees trade.
Uh-oh.
Have you gentlemen heard the latest football news? Like
Yes.
NFL news.
That means yes.
Allow me to do my best impression of something here. He's back.
We'll definitely be talking about that on the Broadhurst Watkins Sports Report.
Well, since I can't be a part of the Broadhurst Watkins Sports Review,
Report, and technically you could. We are planning on having guest stars going forward eventually at some point.
my work schedule prevents me from being able to do so.
If we record at a time where you're on your lunch break, you might be able to still do so. Continue.
I mean, I have a 30-minute lunch break. That'll be tough, but we could try to work something out. Yeah, it took less than 2 months, but Tom Brady announced today on Twitter that he is coming back for his 23rd NFL season in Tampa.
Hold on, Eric.
And he says, and I quote, "These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business, LFG." Probably let's fucking go.
It is.
All right. 2 things. 1, Eric, you ready? I need embodied for a second for my shocked face.
Okay.
Not shocked at all. Got it.
2, so basically what Tom Brady just admitted is that he took an entire week and a half to make Super Bowl's time all about him, even though he wasn't in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I mean, how many times have I said, if you want to make sure a guy is retired, wait until you hear the news that he's filed his retirement papers for the NFL. That news never came.
Okay, you know what? I'm bringing. One second here.
Question,
1 second.
though.
I actually have a question too, so I'm bringing a kickoff segment here, and I've got a question. Eric, biggest prima donna in sports.
Did I just get trumped and trying to gimmick infringe here?
Yes, you
Because
did.
I was trying to gimmick infringe, and you infringed upon my infringement.
Well, I was trying to.
Welcome to Point of Viewer, ladies and gentlemen, where the gimmicks are made up and the infringements don't matter.
I love it when my disembodied voices fight. This is glorious.
I'll take my monkey. Because if that wasn't worth the monkey, then you can go fuck yourself.
Do we use the monkey? Buy or sell, biggest prima donna in sports.
Buy. Hell, buy for like all of. Buy for the entire worth of the United States Federal Reserve.
Don't know if I buy quite that high, but yeah, I don't think it's close.
Not even the biggest prima donna in the NFL.
Honestly,
and why do you think I made that statement?
Oh, who's the biggest prima donna in the NFL? Rancid.
Aaron Rodgers.
I was gonna say, I think Aaron Rodgers is
Brady is a much bigger bitch.
No. I'm taking this question as all time here, like through the entirety of their career. Aaron Rodgers isn't even close if you put it on that comparison. Yeah, he's done some prima donna shit, but
JTN going full Kramer on us. Bye.
No,
it's some mad money shit going on around here.
This is not even even close to the first, second, or 10th time Brady's done some prima donna shit like this before.
He took an opportunity to make Super Bowl week all about him, and then you note that he waits until Selection fucking Sunday to announce that he's coming back.
And now the Bucs have to figure out what the hell they're going to do with their roster because they've got shit for salary cap and they don't have Gronkowski, which, let's be realistic, Brady only really looks good when he has Gronkowski.
Fun fact, there's actually talk that Gronkowski might end up in Buffalo.
I don't know necessarily about that now.
Well, no, and
not anymore.
Even so, with the year that Dawson Knox had last year, I don't necessarily think Gronk would be a good fit there. I think Allen and Knox have built a rapport that I would like to keep those two together to see what they can do next year.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but historically speaking, Brady has definitely had his stats padded by Gronkowski.
Gronkowski and Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the 2 touchdown passes to Gronkowski in the Super Bowl win over Kansas City. Suck it, Robert Taylor.
Yeah, I feel like y'all gonna be talking about this for a hot minute over on BWSR this week.
Oh yeah,
we'll probably get to it next week if I'm being honest, just because this week is going to focus on the men's March Madness tournament and maybe the NAIA.
God, is it really that time of year already?
No love for the women's bracket. Just
none.
crazy.
I haven't even seen the women's bracket. How did
It's
Miami
tomorrow.
do? Oh, okay.
They get announced tomorrow.
No,
Wait, I
don't.
thought
They got
no,
announced
that was
today at
announced
8 o'clock.
today.
Did they change it where it's today? It used to be on the Monday thing. So
Today,
yeah.
I haven't looked.
Today
It used to be the Monday where they announced it. So I've been busy today, so I haven't looked. But
4 people
I will
all
find
talking
out.
over each other. Today at 8 o'clock on ESPN.
Welcome to Point of Viewer, Broadhurst.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, I mean,
If you thought Lilacs was bad. By the way,
Today,
shout out Marty Bass. Send your hate mail to s.gardner@gmail.com.
give that man a monkey.
Man, I'm on a roll. I got 2 tonight.
And by the way, Eric, to answer your question, Miami got an 18.
how it? Again, I am honestly not mad about
Did Florida
this.
make the women's tournament? Because they're in the NIT and the men's.
I'm scrolling through it right now. It's the first time I've looked at it.
Yeah, because the reason why they moved the announcement to today is because the women's field expanded to 68 to match the men's.
Yeah, they have play-in games now.
Yeah, Florida got a 10 seed. They take on UCF in their first round. Miami gets South Florida in their first round.
So
Okay.
pretty much they're keeping the entirety of the University of Florida schools against each other in the first round. Unless Florida State has some fuckery going on with which we do not know.
Florida State's in a play-in game against Missouri State.
For 12 or an
Florida
11.
State is
11.
playing in against Missouri State.
He just said that.
I wanted to make sure I heard that correctly.
Yes,
Yes.
at
Okay.
large play-ins for the women's bracket. I don't think Florida State or Florida made the men's March Madness tournament. I know Florida State went down the shitter after they started the season ranked.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't follow college basketball that much, but I do remember hearing Florida State's men's team is down the gutter, but Florida State's women's team's still doing good.
Well, apparently not as good as Florida's women's team because we're in the tournament and they have to play in.
well, I mean,
I'm gonna do something on behalf of somebody, and so that way they can't say I ain't never done nothing for them. But I say it's a day to be a Florida Gator.
we still got
Okay.
higher seeds than all of y'all. So
Okay, wait.
I don't know what the fuss is about.
Can I take a quick second here? I'm sorry. As a diehard Gator fan here, I have to be the corrector here. I said it's great to be a Florida Gator. Said it's great to be a Florida Gator.
I'm just waiting for a certain somebody to show up in the chat here.
He's definitely working on that message, I'm sure.
Oh, he better be. Otherwise, I know I have several pieces of Gator paraphernalia that I could go and throw in his face.
Why am I not surprised?
You know what the ironic thing to throw at him right now would be a Gatorade bottle.
I have one of those.
Oh, no. Wait, why am I saying no? Yes, you should.
I'll be right
What
back.
was I thinking?
We here on Point of Viewer encourage violence. All right, so you have your adult closing topic. I feel like that should be the topic we close on because that feels like the wrap up.
The embodiment would like to happen, please. See, I had the giant Gatorade bottle.
Caught it. You're out.
I don't mean to say it's great to be a Florida Gator because everybody knows it already.
It's great to be a Florida Gator.
Some bitch caught it.
Aw.
I was out.
Again, we have higher seeds in both tournaments than all of you together. So.
Technically, Florida's a 3 seed, so suck it.
See previous comment from earlier in the show about sitting on certain things and rotating.
All right, so you have your conundrum story. I feel like we close with that. Yes.
We can.
All right, so does that take us to the play-in and the first half of the first round?
Indeed, that does. All right. Rancid, do your worst, fucker. I'm ready this time.
Okay, wait a second. Did you update your name, Chiron, or did Eric?
Me? I changed it. I have to get into character.
All right. Just confirming. So we have 4 play-ins and then the first half of the first round today, yes?
By the way, quick disclaimer before we get started here. Don't forget to have your bracket producers spayed and neutered.
Life is like a game show after all.
And not to mention, I saw that little run-in the corner, so...
Right. It might only not be the last two. You never know.
And Jonathan, to answer your question, no. They were horrible this year.
To answer your question, actually, they're in the NIT.
Wow, UNF actually made the NIT? I'm surprised.
Oh, North Florida.
Yes, that mutual alma mater.
Oh,
No.
My bad. No, I don't think they made the tournament. They might be in the CBI or the TBC. I'll have to let you know once those brackets are revealed.
Definitely.
We'll go into those brackets on Broadhurst Watkins Sports Report. All right, Randy, take it over.
All right, so we're doing playing games first.
Naturally, yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
Is there one play-in game in each bracket? Is that how this works?
Unfortunately, no. There's 2 in the football bracket because there was too many damn.
That's fair.
Movies to pick from.
Tell everybody what the 4 brackets are first of all.
So your 4 brackets, you have football, basketball, baseball, and miscellaneous. Basketball is the only bracket that does not have a play-in. I was able to cut that down to 16 pretty easily. The others needed a play-in. Most of them have a bit of a tie-in. We'll start with the one that doesn't have the biggest tie-in, but I liked both of these movies. It'd be really interesting to see what Harry thinks of this. But in the miscellaneous bracket, your play-in game is The Wrestler versus The Color of Money.
I'll go first here. I've never seen The Color of Money.
Oh, tisk.
I have seen The Wrestler, however. And,
Not surprised.
And any movie
I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of dirty looks during this tournament.
And any movie that Marissa Tomei shows her tits in, I think I'm okay with advancing to the next round, especially in point of viewer.
Wait, hold on a second. You're telling me that there is a movie in which Marissa Tomei showed her tits, and not only have I not heard of this movie, I have not seen it?
I mean, there's multiple movies in which she showed her tits. I know one right off the top of my head.
I will see what I can do to find you said imagery from said movie, Mr. Espinoza.
Well, I mean, have you not seen The Slums of Beverly Hills?
I cannot say that I have.
I've never heard of that.
That's your homework assignment, you son of a bitch.
Are you referring to,
by the way? Yes,
me
I'm referring to the main disembodied voice.
He's referring to the main disembodied voice of Doom.
Check the StreamYard chat, Brian.
And I'm pretty sure
I was going to say, I can find the movie much less
well,
that's
the meat,
pretty quickly. So
that's the meat and potatoes right there, so to speak.
Well, now, I mean, there's this scene. There's actually multiple scenes as well in The Slums of Beverly Hills. Fantastic angles, I will say.
And do not underestimate my capability to find these movies online. I am the researcher for a reason.
Speaking of Mr. Researcher,
how about you cast a vote?
I haven't seen either of these movies, but I'm going to go with Harry. If Marissa Tomei shows her tits, it's worthy of going on.
as tempted as I would be to make this unanimous, and I have seen the wrestler more recently, for me, I was going to always throw my vote to The Color of Money, but nevertheless, it fails to advance.
By the way, the next time we do something like this, can we like list the movies in advance?
No,
Not necessarily like
no,
what order they're going in the bracket, but just
no,
a general list so I know what the hell I need to brush up on.
no. That's not how this works.
The Color
Sure.
of Money is about the color
the
of
rancidness is muted.
This doesn't work as well when I can't see all the faces of
Okay,
disdain when I do
fine.
these announcements. By the way, I'm just saying it's
Fine.
weird to look at myself.
Go ahead and force screen us, Eric.
I gotta see the reaction. I mean, that one was an easy one. It was a good warm up.
Note that I said force screen and not force skin, different kind of show.
Besides, I mean,
No, we covered that last week too, I think.
That was
That's
probably
been
2
covered
weeks ago.
recently.
The Color of Money is about pool hustlers, not named Minnesota Fats, apparently.
I thought The Color of Money was pool because I've heard of The Color of Money. I can't say I've heard of the wrestler. In fact, I'm going to Google it real quick because I may have seen The Color of Money before.
The wrestler
and
is
it's been that long.
The Wrestler is the movie about a fading wrestler out of the spotlight trying to go on one last run, starring Mickey Rourke.
Oh, I've seen this before.
My personal copy of that DVD is actually signed by staple gun wielder, the Necro Butcher.
I have seen Color of Money before, but I still stay with what I said. Marissa Tomei's tits went out over Scorsese and Tom Cruise.
Again, slums of Beverly Hills. You will thank me.
All right, let's go over to the football bracket.
I will say as a very
apparently
very
not yet.
I guess not.
My Cousin Vinny got to be like top 3 movies of all time for me.
All right, football bracket. This will be interesting. Maybe people are going to get mad that I put one of these movies in the play-in, but the football bracket's stacked.
I mean, there's a lot of football movies.
Yeah. Radio or Waterboy?
Waterboy.
Whoa. Why are both of these inside of the play-in?
Please,
First of all, you rancid son of a bitch. I'm gonna.
If you'll excuse
that.
me, if anybody else wants to take the screen temporarily, feel free.
Please give it to me because I'm about to go off on this rancid son of a bitch. How dare you put Radio and Waterboy next to each other?
You know what? I don't want to throw things. I said someone else was going to want to throw things.
I got bottles, motherfucker. John, the movies were Waterboy and Radio.
Yes. I got fries that'll cross your eyes.
I have to say Waterboy, but the reason for that is not even slightly biased. It's very biased. The Waterboy filmed at the Citrus Bowl Arena in Orlando, Florida, which is where I'm from. And it is now, since they renovated the Citrus Bowl, it is now one of the very, very few documented on film appearances of the old Citrus Bowl.
Still pissed that they demolished Tinker Field.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that.
All right, Eric, I will allow you the ability to cast a sympathy vote here if you wish to. I love Radio. Cuba Gooding Jr. is fantastic in this movie. But The Waterboy is a cult classic.
Okay, so 5 actors that if you put them in a movie, I don't care what the movie is about, I will watch the movie. Denzel Washington,
Ding.
Cuba Gooding Jr.,
Ding.
Gene Hackman,
Ding.
Joe Pesci,
Ding.
and Tommy Lee Jones.
Ding.
What do you think of his new Keeping Up with the Joneses car commercial?
That's good. I liked it.
Pretty good, yeah.
All right. I like the fact that the chick from The Office, Rashida Jones, was in it. It made me chuckle. Fuck Leslie Jones though. On general principle.
Don't get me started on Leslie Jones.
You don't want to get him started on that.
Randy, go to the next. Please
Move on.
go to
Water
the
boy
next.
moves
Yeah,
on.
move on.
Waterboy
Move
moves
on
on unanimously.
Real quick though, we will give an honorable mention to Cuba Gooding Jr. for radio though, because he fucking knocked it out.
Oh
of the
yeah,
park.
no, 100%. I kind of feel bad that we have to knock out radio here.
Again, football was 100% stacked, and that is why basketball did not get one of the play-in games, and I moved one because I did not want to keep one of those movies out. And there's a lot of others on that list that was the hardest bracket to do. And then when Eric's like, "Oh, we only want 8 in each bracket," like that's impossible. Just football, it's impossible. All right, let's go to the baseball bracket
okay.
because this one was more.
I swear, if you lead off with Moneyball, I'm gonna strangle you.
I feel like
Moneyball
that's
is in the bracket.
it's in the tournament. Yeah.
This one I needed a decision on. I lean one way, but I know a lot of others like the other, so I'm gonna let you guys decide which one gets in.
Okay.
Bad
Go
News
on.
Bears from 1976 or Bad News Bears from 2005.
The original with Walter Matthau.
Yeah, as much as I like Billy Bob Thornton,
I'm sorry. I'm the other way around. I got to give it to old Billy Bob and go with the 05 version.
Yeah, but you're outvoted 2-1, so Matthau advances.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine, but I'm going to fucking put my goddamn dissent on record.
It's a sympathy vote, as we called it in the game show bracket.
I am with Eric and Harry.
It ain't no
but I
damn
know
it ain't
that
no
there's
damn
other
sympathy
people.
vote. It's dissent.
I know there's other people that really like the new version, so I wanted to give representation for both.
Okay, so since he got to ask a question about the baseball bracket, I want to ask a question.
Yep.
I have a slightly off the wall favorite baseball movie of all time,
Okay.
and I want to know if it made the bracket. For Love of the Game with Kevin Costner.
It is also in the bracket.
That is a good one.
Excellent. Okay.
And now I know which bracket to start with, by the way. We're going to do baseball first. When we
oh
get there.
God.
Well, we have two. We have two.
I don't
tonight.
know that many
Yeah.
baseball movies though. I know.
Harry,
like,
what
big
the hell have you
ones.
done?
Just
I
saying.
smell a setup.
I'd rather do the football first.
This
Honestly,
some bitch probably just set up Bad News Bears versus For Love of the Game or some shit.
Well, you'll see. All right, let's go back to the football bracket.
And the other play-in game.
For the last play-in game that we have, same situation as Bad News Bears.
Oh no, you.
I had to keep my mouth shut if this is what I'm thinking.
The Longest Yard, the 1974 version, or the 2005 version?
My internet hated that question so much it faded for a second. What was the choices?
Which Longest Yard are we moving
You
on?
son of a bitch.
See, Harry, I warned you. This was the one
I'm about
that
to
I
throw
did
something
get
at
in
him.
advance, but I had to keep my mouth shut on it.
No,
I was
it's-
sworn to
it's-
secrecy.
It's the Sandler remake.
yeah, Sandler remake.
I like the original with Burt Reynolds, but the fact that Burt Reynolds' character has a cameo in the Sandler remake and plays a vital role at the end of the film as well. And then you have not only that, you have all of the great comedy moments there.
I mean,
Yeah.
on top of that, honorable mention to Michael Clark Duncan. Rest in peace. I can't in good conscience not advance a movie with Michael Clark Duncan in either a main role or even a supporting role like he had in Longest Yard.
It's another one of those where the remake is just as good, if not better, and I could not put both of them in different parts of the bracket, so I let you decide. I almost did the same thing with the Mighty Ducks, but I just love the first one so much better than the second. I couldn't do it.
s.garber@gmail.com. You mistyped that one, but the letters are next to each other, but it's okay. But yes, send in your hate mail, and I can only raise my hand, but so far.
Okay, here's the reasoning for me, and if I may have the floor, Mr. Watkins. I enjoy the original with Burt Reynolds, like I talk about here, but there is just so many different things that are touched upon in the remake that are just fantastic. Terry Crews's Cheeseburger Eddie character is amazing. The portrayal of Nelly as the thuggish running back that ends up having that heart of gold there, like the scene where he's breaking ankles his first time trying out with the football team, and then Sandler turns to Chris Rock's character and says, "We got to get that boy some sneakers," and caretaker's like, "Yeah, I got a cousin that works at Reebok," and then Nelly just offhandedly chimes back, "That's okay, I ain't never had no shoes anyway." The Bob Sapp character, I got him to apologize. The hit that the Goldberg player laid, who was it? Was it Austin that he hit? That they were all saying, "I think he shit his pants."
Yeah.
It was Austin.
It was
Kevin Nash character. Yep.
On estrogen. You've changed.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
So I had to bring everybody back.
I'm gonna throw in the sympathy vote, but again, this is one of those where you've got so many quotables, it's pathetic. The remake has to move on. It has to.
Allow me to quote one of my favorite lines ever from any movie. "I got the shakes that'll make you quake. I got the fries that'll cross your eyes. I got the burgers that'll..." Let's just say I got burgers.
It's great. All right, so we got our 64 now. We got through the 4 playing games. Mr. Viewer,
Did you just say 64?
He did.
I did. I got
Did
all
I
the
not?
N64 right there.
Did I not say that this was going to be a multiple episode deal? Did I not warn you on the Discord
Do I need
channel?
to shotgun the rest of this? Because I feel like I need to shotgun the rest.
No,
of
you gotta make it through 2 of these rounds. All right, Mr. Viewer, you get to pick the bracket that we start with: baseball, football, basketball, or miscellaneous.
You know what? Since I'm gonna go ahead and avoid one of the setups, and I'm gonna save it for next week. Because I'm honestly tempted to go a little
This is
bit...
bullshit that he knows some of this bracket.
It is.
The only one
It
he knew
is.
was the longest yard.
That's it. That way, because he even gave me the opportunity to ask, I declined entirely.
No, that's all
I
he
will
knows.
go on record in saying that.
You solemnly swear you had no advanced knowledge of the questions
Nope.
or answers to this here
Were they-
tournament.
Were they
To
delivered?
conform to standards and
I was gonna say under penalty of standards and practices.
Were
I
they
solemnly affirm, under penalty of standards and practices, no further advanced knowledge.
were you delivered these brackets inside of a Brinks truck?
Not even.
I
Rancid
appreciate
Randy
his
is-
callback. I appreciate his callback to quiz show. However,
Which, next week, you will be seeing us again as we join Mr. Radulich himself, and we put Quiz Show on trial.
Are we doing POV next week because of the quiz show airing?
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see why not.
All right, well, I got Indie Ciders 5 next week, so I'm going to have to let you guys know how that's going to work.
We have a Google Calendar as far as with scheduling, so we'll make it work.
You mean you have the Google because the Google Calendar was not shared to me.
Speak to Radulich about that.
Well, he's on vacation now, so I can't.
Wait. Oh crap, that's right. I'll work something out because I know you put in your email address. If I can find a way to add you to it, I will.
All right, sir. Which bracket?
I'm actually gonna go miscellaneous. I'm not
Perfect.
letting everybody else off the hook with my second one, but I'm picking that one first
Okay.
because I'm curious.
So I'm going to throw it out here right now. Seating is part of this bracket. However, I did take some liberties to create some really fun first round matchups. And no, these are not the seatings where I rank the movies. This is just when I was finding them.
Liberties.
I took
If
some
you-
liberties.
If you
And-
pull another 7-10 split, you fucker, I swear, I'm getting all 3 of us on a flight to Idaho.
I'm looking at my 7-10s. They're not
Ooh,
terrible.
Idaho.
There's some hard ones. But
I like potatoes.
I took liberties here. Number 1 seed, Rocky. Number 16 seed, Creed.
Creed's okay, but Rocky trumps it.
Rocky. We're
The
talking
ori-
about Rocky, the original, like Rocky 1 Rocky, right?
Yes.
Just to, okay,
Yes.
yeah, Rocky.
Yeah,
That's definitely unanimous.
fine with me. Makes it go quick. All right, this one's more fun. The 8th seed, Happy Gilmore. The 9th seed, Caddyshack.
You'll excuse me
Oh,
momentarily.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is some bullshit right here. Oh, this is some bullshit.
I'm glad I got another one of those. Oh, this is some.
This is some baby. To steal another cheeseburger Eddie line from The Longest Yard. This is some baby back bullshit.
I'm gonna take my monkey. I get no respect at all.
Have
What?
you no conscience? Have you
What?
no soul?
Hey, the first matchup was so
Rancid
quick.
son of a bitch. I feel like that's gonna be my new tagline for this show.
I can change this Chiron if need be.
Change his Chiron to Rancid son of a bitch? I mean,
No.
it wouldn't be inaccurate.
It wouldn't be accurate. No.
It wouldn't be inaccurate.
Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about changing Rancid. Yes,
Yes.
please. Yes. Change his, not mine.
That again, I reiterate, baby back bullshit. God, Jesus, this is damn near impossible.
I hate you.
Okay. Okay.
It took just this.
It took 2 games inside of the actual tournament for us to all hate you.
It does take long.
I'm prepared.
I'm
That's all I'm saying. I'm prepared.
I don't want to be the deciding vote, so I'll cast my vote first. By the narrowest of margins, I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me. I'm picking Caddyshack.
Oh shit.
No. This is Rancid enough as is. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, John, but no.
By the narrowest of margins, I'm taking Caddyshack here. I love Happy Gilmore. We talked about this movie at length a couple of weeks ago on.
I need camos anyways.
Yeah, just a finger.
I couldn't stop. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Uh,
I
real-
am literally.
While you're, give me 1 second here. We talked about this. We talked about Happy Gilmore at length a couple of weeks ago, or earlier this week, actually, when we did the Barker, or 2 weeks ago it was.
We didn't
when
talk
we
about
did
it at length.
Price-
We gave it an honorable mention.
We played the full clip.
We did.
We gave it an honorable mention.
We played the full Barker clip from.
I mean, that wasn't his only appearance in the movie. It was just the most memorable one.
To me, I'd say the Barker appearance is the most memorable thing about that movie.
No. I don't think the Barker appearance is the most. It's up there, but it ain't number one.
Top 5. I'll give it top 5.
To me, I think there are more moments from Caddyshack that stick out in
But-
my memory than from Happy Gilmore.
But
The dancing gopher does it for me.
I'm sorry, Eric. I got to put it on you, right? To decide it. But I
People are
I
gonna
would
hate
be
me, so you may
morally-
as well.
I would be morally torn asunder. If I-
Whoa! Now you're stealing my gimmick of using $5 words. I barely know ye. You suck.
How many times have you stole my gimmicks in the past, you son bitch? They should have never gave you money.
Yo, couch!
Fuck your couch!
I would be morally torn asunder if I did not vote for Happy Gilmore because of Bob Barker's appearance. I mean, it's such an iconic movie that you got the most beloved daytime television game show host to not only appear, but to beat the ever-loving shit out of Adam Sandler, and then for good measure, use profanity at him.
And he actually
Granted, It is light profanity that would be suitable for cable access television.
Or ads on YouTube, which you can find the replay of the show on youtube.com/W2M Network.
However, I've got to give it to Happy Gilmore. I'm sorry. I love Rodney Dangerfield. I love Caddyshack. But
I get no
it's
respect,
just,
I tell you.
I already pulled that one. Sorry.
I got my wife a BB gun for Christmas. She got me a T-shirt with a bullseye on the back.
I just by like that much of a margin, I have to give it to Happy Gilmore.
Congratulations, Eric. You get to break one. You get to shatter one.
That's what I said. I'm sorry, Eric. You gotta break this one.
One of you is going to hate me. I'm going to let you guess which one.
I feel like you're going to go with Happy Gilmore.
I kind of feel like it too, actually.
I'm sorry. As much as I love Caddyshack for all the right reasons, Cinderella Story, here in Augusta. Go home! Go home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me! Suck my white ass ball! I say no more. I'm so terribly sorry.
I'm not Randy, you rancid son of a bitch.
It only took you 2 games to get us all to hate you.
It doesn't take long. It really does not take long. All right, let's see if we can get some easier matchups in here. This one, I think, is a little interesting.
I still feel dirty, even though I know I morally picked the right choice.
You are both responsible for Caddyshack being eliminated in the first round.
There you go.
I hope it eats at you, and you can't sleep about it.
No, you know why I'll be able to sleep plenty well tonight? Because of this wonderful, delicious Mountain Dew Baja Blast Hard Seltzer. Please send your sponsorship inquiries to @theadhesion on Twitter.
Oh, I'm going to be sleeping well tonight because of my different preparations, but we are not talking about that right now, are we?
All right, let's get to the 5-12. Your 5th seed, Days of Thunder. Your 12th seed, Bend It Like Beckham.
Ooh.
Talladega Nights better be in this fucking bracket.
I was going to say, first of all, if there is no Ricky Bobby, I am going to be
help me, save me, baby Jesus, help me, Tom Cruise.
Thank you, baby Jesus, for this food that we are about to eat and this delicious Pepsi that we are about to drink.
Hey, Brian, just remember, if you ain't first,
you last. Shake and bake, baby, shake and bake.
All right, to your actual answer there. I've never seen Bend It Like Beckham, and something tells me I won't care about it if I do see it. So I'm going Days of Thunder.
You know what? As a certain somebody who wanted to cameo just walks by with his head down, shaking it while he goes to do laundry. Again, cementing the rancid sumbitch over there in the top corner. I do love me good NASCAR, right? But with that said, I've got to go. Thank you, baby Jesus, for this Pepsi I'm about to drink.
Okay.
Comedic timing is comedic, apparently.
For
Did
once.
As much as I love a good NASCAR movie, I gotta give it to Bend It Like Beckham. I was not overly enthused at Tom Cruise's performance in Days of Thunder.
I mean, it's when it comes to me and Bend It Like Beckham.
I will give Bend It Like Beckham credit. $104 million box office on a $6 million budget.
Yeah, it was insanely popular. Is that David Beckham's basically still peak consciousness here in the U.S. As much as I like and follow David Beckham, especially from his Man United days and the story and everything behind it.
As much as Eric loves the Spice Girls, continue.
Well, I mean, you're definitely not wrong about potentially 2 of them. Like Eminem said, thinking about which Spice Girl I'd love to impregnate. But we're not talking about that right this second.
Hi, my name is.
Hi, my name is. Hi, my name is. Hi, my name is Slim Shady.
As much as I like...
Oh, come on. I don't get a monkey for that.
You stole my joke, asshole. No. Go ahead, Eric.
I've got to give this one to Days of Thunder. Good background and setup and everything, but to me, the movie was a little bit better than
Okay, so back to our earlier point, though. Talladega Nights better be in this fucking bracket, Randy.
No, Bend It Like Beckham bumped Talladega Nights. This was my NASCAR section, but like you just said,
Wait,
Harry, Bend It Like Beckham
serious?
had a bunch of money.
Talladega Nights is not
it's
in
not,
this?
Not on here. There's too many good movies.
Can we bump Days of Thunder for Talladega Nights?
You
Nope.
No. We're going back. We're going screw Days of Thunder. Nope. We're replacing Days of Thunder with Talladega Nights.
No, Will Ferrell is
that is
horrible,
the main
and I can't stand that guy.
That is the decree of the main.
Wait, whoa. Did he just say that Will Ferrell is terrible?
Yes.
I can't do his movies. I can't do them.
Well, it was nice having you, Randy. Thanks for showing up.
I mean, this is going to be an awfully short bracket. We're going to have alternate plans for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
There's not a movie on here that you would bump off.
What do you mean? We're literally all sitting here saying we want one of these 2 movies to go for Talladega Nights.
Sorry,
honestly, yes.
The bracket's set in stone. It's in.
What do you mean the bracket's set in stone? You just threatened to change it 15 minutes ago.
That was before it started.
That was off air too, so apparently that
no, it wasn't.
Count.
That was on air.
That was on air. All right. Here we go. Moving on.
I'm appealing to the executive producer.
Okay,
of
let's see what
right now.
Let's see what the 4-13 matchup is, because if the 4-13 matchup is no better, Talladega Nights advances to the Sweet 16.
These are good. Your 4 seed, Tin Cup. Your 13 seed, Cool Runnings.
Eric is about to break.
I already got my decision on that one.
Oh, this is an upset. This is Cool Runnings easy.
Yeah.
I think Tin Cup is overrated.
Cool Runnings for sure.
I don't think
we need to roll backwards for a second, because I'm still I am insulted that you do not put Shake and Bake in the goddamn bracket.
Brian, did you go back into the archives and listen to my 7-10 split?
I am offended that Shake and Bake is not in the bracket.
Go back into the archives and listen to that moment. There were things thrown. There were beverages consumed.
There was a headset just chucked right now.
I'm gonna need something harder than Mountain Dew seltzer if this is the way this bracket's going.
I am a little pissed off that Talladega Nights is not in this bracket. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like again, I appeal to the authority of the executive producer.
I will point out the fact that I am not the biggest movie fan here, and I am morally offended that Talladega Nights is not in this bracket.
Now,
that's like trying to put together that's like trying to do the game show bracket and not including The Price is Right.
I'll be right back.
Talladega Nights, there's no Price is Right.
Okay, now hold on. And I'm pretty sure that I can say this. First of all, my vote does go to Cool Runnings. My Jamaican heritage would not allow anything otherwise. I'm getting that out there. But, give me a second, because I've got a few things kicking in right now.
I need a few things kicking in right now.
In a hypothetical sense, and I'm pretty sure this would indeed be unanimous. If Talladega Nights were to have taken the place of Bend It Like Beckham as the miscellaneous 12th seed, it would have beaten Days of Thunder unanimously.
I believe that's safe to say. I know Harry stepped out for a minute, but I believe that's safe to say. Yes.
Hold
It's
on.
just so sad it wasn't in the bracket, guys. I'm sorry.
You realize that this is his show, right?
It's my bracket. It's the bracket
Unfor-
speaks for itself.
Unfortunately, the phrase is the bracket is the bracket.
You
All right.
know, I give people power. I think, hey, this would be a good idea. Oh,
So you're
I
saying
know.
this is a one and done show and we're not continuing with the bracket? Because I believe that's what I'm reading between the lines here.
Just here for the content. Here for the content. All right. Let's go to a boxing matchup.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so officially Cool Runnings in the sweep over Tin Cup.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
That was without question.
All right. Your 3 seed, Raging Bull. Your 14 seed, $1 Million Baby.
That's easy.
Easy for me too.
I'm gonna go with $1 Million Baby and Hillary Swank.
I'm going to Raging Bull, actually.
I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal. Sorry, Harry.
That's okay.
Raging Bull moves on. All right. 6 seed, Kingpin. Your 11 seed, which you guys chose, The Wrestler.
Did
And
the
we
big-
couldn't put in Talladega Nights for this?
again Marissa Tomei's tits in The Wrestler. I've never actually seen Kingpin.
I have
I feel like I know this movie.
bowling movie.
Yes, I'm aware, but when I think bowling movies, what was the one with frickin' John? What was
That's
it?
the one with Woody Harrelson, right?
Correct. Yes.
What-
Yeah, I remember that movie.
What's the one with John Belushi that I'm thinking of?
That's not.
Big Lebowski.
No, that's.
Is that what you're thinking of?
No, I don't believe
Yeah.
Belushi was in
Was
Lebowski.
Belushi in that one? I
No.
can't remember.
No, he
I
wasn't.
could
No. Yeah,
Steve
no,
Bus-
Belushi was not in. Yeah, I even double checked. No, Belushi
Yeah, Steve
wasn't in.
Buscemi was in the Big
Buscemi
Lebowski.
was in.
Buscemi,
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
you might be thinking of John Goodman.
Maybe, yeah, because I specifically remember there being a movie about a guy that goes on tour for bowling with that, and I'm pretty
That's
sure.
Kingpin. Kingpin goes on tour. Big Lebowski, there's bowling in it. It is not a bowling movie.
No.
All right, well, I'm still going.
I'm going to say this. You watch what the hell you say about Big Lebowski.
Oh no,
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
It's
There
just not
have
a
been
bowling
many a
movie.
times to where I have been compared at this and future points in my life to being the dude. It's a fantastic movie, but it's right. Bowling is secondary.
Mine's is bigger.
Well, I mean, technically, if we're
Not what
comparing,
she said.
I'm about to
I mean,
say,
it even says Big Pack right on there.
look, if we're comparing big packs and cream pies, I mean, I'm probably out trump all three of you. So
You're
let's
genetically
be fair.
advantaged, Tush.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh,
I'm picking The Wrestler.
So am I. Sorry.
Are you-
I'm going to give the sympathy vote to Kingpin.
There you go.
Because I remember the movie. I like Woody Harrelson. It's just barely over Marissa Tomei's tits. And yes, I did see the link that you sent Harry.
And John, no. As Randy
And,
knows,
and since I'm the one giving the sympathy vote, I don't feel bad doing it.
and by the way, John, as Randy knows, duck pin is not the best bowling. 5-pin bowling is the best bowling.
Did that ever happen on R&R Sports Report?
Has not.
Man,
we
I
talked
haven't
about. We
been
had a little
bowling in
snippet. 'cause
years.
We don't know.
You know,
jack.
Eric, remind me we need to see if we could do a bowling thing while we're at Dragon Con.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
just like the two of us should go bowling.
I'm fine with that.
I'm
down.
gonna pull a gaming reference out. Hey Eric, it's your cousin Nico. We should go bowling.
I hate that I get that reference.
I don't get that reference.
Grand Theft Auto 4.
Ah, okay.
He does it every 5 minutes while you're trying to drive to do anything else. All right, so Jonathan wanted hockey, so we have a hockey section in the miscellaneous bracket.
So that means 4 hockey movies, 7, 10,
4
2,
hockey
15?
movies coming up. Yes.
Oh, this
Well,
will be good.
obviously, Mighty Ducks is the 2 seed.
I was gonna say
No.
if Mighty Ducks is not in this, then
No,
I'm
I
gonna-
already said
I'm
I
gonna
I
riot.
was really debating between Mighty Ducks 1 and 2, and I
okay.
picked 1.
No, wait, no. Before anybody else.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
No. Because I have to. I'm preparing for this.
He's got a look on his face. That means we shut up and listen.
I think I know what that look is because I just had the same thought myself, and I swear to God, if this happened, I'm rage quitting right now.
I'm confused. What did I miss?
You did not put Slapshot against Mighty Ducks, did you?
The 7 seed, the Mighty Ducks, versus the 10 seed, Slapshot.
Okay, so anybody want to chip into a flight? I'm happy to take a red eye. And see,
The main disembodied voice of doom will no longer be seen or heard tonight.
no. And see, this is why I wanted everybody
On
to
further
stop.
special announcement, Harry Broadhurst will also no longer be seen or heard tonight.
See, and this is why, with the disembodied voices, I wanted the floor, because I knew. I kept saying, "Oh no, 7-10 split. No way in hell could he possibly do that to me again. No, there's no way that he could make me suffer twice in 2 consecutive brackets."
Rancid son of a bitch is now officially an understatement.
Like I said, I'm good at making these brackets. You guys
Good
listen-
at making these brackets. You deserve to be dragged by the collar of your
Look
neck
at the
and
the
shot.
great battles we're having. The 8-9 was great. The 7-10 was great.
No. Not only did you not you did not include Talladega Nights, and now you're putting these 2 movies against each other. You deserve to be dragged by the nape of your neck and shot.
After everything I do to help promote your show, after everything I do, are you really this bitter about how I picked when you had your sports draft? You really will sit there with your collections and your microphone and your headphones and your glasses and your face, and you will 7-10 me twice?
Yeah.
Twice!
You picked miscellaneous, so this is where we're starting. You hit what I believe is the hardest 7-10.
And you're trying to make me feel like the asshole right now. Wow. Excuse me a moment.
At least they're both in the bracket, guys. I mean,
Mighty
You
Ducks.
didn't include Talladega Nights.
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks with 1 vote.
I unfortunately have to agree.
Hey, we were all upset over nothing. An easy vote.
Eric looks a little pissed that Slapshot's going out in the first round.
I'm sorry, Eric, but I mean it's like
Mighty Ducks were
I'm
the
gonna use a sports reference here. It was so close that it was remember that curling video I showed you where it was so damn close they couldn't even fucking get it with the laser measurement? That's how close it was.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to be the next disembodied voice on Point of Viewer, please feel free to send all inquiries to @SquidSportsHead on Twitter.
Well, if it was fun while I'm lasted, you can find me on Twitter @TheAndesian. I also have my own show here on the network who's also looking for a new producer, League to the Max or whatever.
All right, so here's my reasoning.
If you're looking for an experienced game
Or
show
not.
host, don't call the producer because he's not available.
All right, so here's my reasoning. You guys know I'm not a huge movie person. We've had this conversation many times before. I don't have a ton of DVDs in my collection.
Oh, God almighty.
One of the DVD sets that I do have in my collection is the Mighty Ducks trilogy. And it's one that I go back and watch usually at least once a year.
I am definitely going to get the hate tweets for this. By the way, speaking of hate tweets, please direct all of your hate mail to s.garber@gmail.com and particularly make it extra hateful so we never have to have this rancid subbitch do another bracket
Or
on
you
this
could-
network ever again.
Or you could
Oh my
send
God.
your direct hate mail to @TheRiz on Twitter.
Yeah,
Even
somebody
better.
at the Riz
Even
is going
better.
to get some interesting mail that he has no idea what it's about.
At Randy Isbell is the Twitter handle that you should be directing all of this to. And for that matter, at the Indesian as well. Feel free to send all of your favorite GIFs, your clips, and everything from Slapshot. Go right ahead. If the Hanson brothers, I will be an honorary Hanson brother. Hair, glasses, and all. I will join you in pictures and everything if you go ahead personally and message either of these two. Either one. And maybe this one for good measure, too.
Apparently, JTN just sent something.
Oh, sending a tweet, I see.
Check the
It's
private
in
chat.
it's in the StreamYard chat.
Oh, geez. All right. So we already have one offer for a position in. Oh, we'll be waiting on a few others. We'll get back to you.
Hey, should we end out the miscellaneous bracket with what I believe is a pretty easy matchup?
This better be an easy matchup, or I swear to God, we are going to get on a flight. To
I
Idaho.
I really think it is. I just wanted to get some hockey movies in here.
Look, Eric,
love.
I'll fly to Jacksonville. I'll meet you at the airport. We'll get on the same flight. We'll go get Randy. Wow, I'll go get Harry next. And we'll all get on the same flight, and or we can just meet at the airport in Idaho. One of the two.
I've already moved one over. I feel confident in this that you guys are going to just unanimously agree, and we're going to move on to whatever other bracket Eric wants to torture himself on tonight. The 2 seed, Miracle, or the 15 seed, the Goon.
Miracle.
To me, Miracle. This one is pretty easy.
See, I know. All right, so there you go. We have our 8 that have moved on.
I mean, I was going to say, I don't think it really matters what my vote is, which is fine because I actually can't say I don't remember either of those movies. So I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it'll be harder to pick up the sandwich order, but it's doable.
All right. Where do you want to go next, Eric? Where are we finishing off tonight?
Yeah, I need something good in order to be able to finish off after this.
Football?
Baseball. I want baseball.
He said football was stacked, so I kind of want to see football.
Yeah, but we already have a heavy hitter this week with the miscellaneous bracket. I say we save football for next week.
I don't know. I feel like baseball is going to be even heavy hittier than the football one.
Eric, you tiebreaker it. Football or baseball? What do you think?
With this week, especially since the lockout ended, and I see that look on your face, baseball. Let's do baseball.
You guys just don't want to do basketball? I mean, that's all right. All right, let's do baseball.
Basketball, I'm going to get all the dirty looks because I don't really know any of the basketball movies.
To be fair, basketball would have made sense since this is Selection Sunday.
That's all right. These are good ones. We got some good movies in here. A lot of connections that I've created. All right, you ready? The 1 seed, Bull Durham. The 16 seed, The Natural.
That's
How the hell did The Natural make a 16 seed?
I have a quote that is going to offend some people. Go ahead and feel free to snip this for posting later. Eric, you ready?
the views and stuff, etc., not expressed to the network management, yada yada yada.
Bull Durham is overrated.
Eric is about to understand this reference. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't get it.
In other words, we gonna fight.
Mm-hmm. He gave you 4 seconds.
I stand by what I said. I honestly feel Bull Durham is overrated. I do not think it is.
I gotta go with Bull Durham.
I'm going with the natural. I think Bull Durham's overrated. I understand the appeal, especially the journeyman minor leaguer trying to make it up to the bigs. I get it. But there are better versions of that story that are told in other films.
I don't say I disagree with you, but between these two films, I go with Bull Durham.
See, Randy, fuck you. And then with something with
Makes my night.
And something with the natural, especially the man that the story was based on, Eddie Waitkus himself. I highly suggest you look it up. There was a documentary episode about him and everything that he dealt with after getting shot by a crazed fan. Great story. I gotta go Bull Durham on this one, though. God, I hate you. I hate you. A 16? Ow, really? A 16 seed?
Yeah, I'm going to be curious
Hard.
to see what some of these other baseball films are and where they're seated now.
That's really hard.
I also stand by what I said earlier. If Moneyball is not in this list, I will fly to Idaho and fight you.
I already said it is. It's on the bracket.
Okay.
It's not next, but it's on the bracket. This, I get it. When we create these brackets, there's some tough matchups to go on.
There shouldn't always be.
Out of all of these matchups, for me, this is the hardest one.
Okay,
so before we move on, check the Eric. Check the. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
There's your explanation, Harry.
A Lightning Islanders game.
The Lightning Islanders game back in November. There was a fight at 1956 in the first, literally 4 seconds into the game.
So basically, what happened? It's a callback to what happened with the Detroit. What was it? Detroit, Colorado situation.
That game I actually went to. John took me for my birthday. That was my birthday.
Do you remember the fight night in Detroit game, Eric?
Oh, was this after the Dino Cicerelli incident?
Yes.
Okay. Something similar. There was also another line brawl, I think Calgary and Vancouver. Similar deal with that.
Literally, the puck drops to start the game, and then a huge ass fight breaks out.
Very similar incident, yes.
All right. Brian needs a moment, apparently. So really, we're voting out the movie with Robert Redford in the first round?
Because it had to be a 16 seed. And again, I was this close for the 116 upset.
Eric,
see this.
Eric, you know what I say to this? I say the quiz show would not be happy with us for doing that.
I even got a practice puck from that game, which when we fly to Idaho, I will make sure that I bring with me so that I can use it to beat Rancid some bitch's face over there.
Oh, my God.
For putting that goddamn... I can't even.
No, okay. So, I got a little proposition for you.
I got a joke first, please. You know what you could do with that? You could knuckle puck him Mighty Ducks style.
Well, Mighty Ducks too, but...
I'm aware it was Mighty Ducks 2. It was Kenan Thompson's character.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, Eric, what do we got?
You know how you're looking for gimmicks for R&R Sports Report? I got a challenge for y'all.
Okay.
What's your next milestone that you're trying to hit with fans and followers and stuff?
We're getting close to 600.
You want to shoot a little bit bigger than that? Brian, you'll like this too.
Okay, go 1,000.
You hit 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
We make plans and fly out. You're on the ice. You're playing goalie. Brian, you're taking your shot at him with that puck.
It's cute that you think either of them can ice skate.
That'll make it even
You'd be surprised, Broadhurst, what I know how to do and not do.
Can we get to what I believe is the hardest matchup, for my taste at least?
I don't have the best slap shot in the world, but I do have one.
Guess not. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm just letting you know. If you guys could lose your mind, when I put this together and I put this matchup together, I was mad at myself.
Curiosity. What's your vote for the 810 or for the 116?
I love both, but Bull Durham is just it's a classic.
Okay, carry on.
All right, so I put these together. Obviously, one of them I rate. I would have rated them both higher, but I knew this was going to be a great matchup. They got connected based on their names. Okay. The 8 seed, Major League. The 9 seed, A League of Their Own.
This actually isn't close to.
I've one of those two jumped up at me almost instantly.
This isn't
But
close.
I'm gonna
to me.
think about this.
I mean,
I'm gonna let them go first because I've gone first for the vast majority of these pairings. So
No, I went first quite a couple times here.
you know who hasn't gone first yet is Watkins. But this is his show.
Yes.
So.
honestly, I will go first on this one. Even though A League of Their Own is based on fantastic history, and obviously that's how we learned there's no crying in baseball.
It do be facts though.
Me personally, I have to go Major League on this one. Something about like a Major League to me, it's a hilarious movie and a franchise that should have stopped at a certain point. Yes, I'll say it, but giving credit where that's due.
I think anything after 2 was probably too many.
2 might have been too many.
2 was good.
2 was okay.
2 was
But
good. Back to
it
the
was
minors,
unnecessary.
though.
Mr. Espinoza?
So originally, when he names the two of them, A League of Their Own kind of jumped at me.
Tom Hanks, Rosie O'Donnell, Madonna.
Yeah,
The only good thing Rosie O'Donnell ever did was this movie.
I mean, for crying out loud, the film is in the National Film Registry in the Library of Congress, right? Like it that's a hell of a distinction for a movie.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
But on the other hand, you have Charlie Sheen before he went batshit crazy. And I'm sorry, but I gotta give it to Charlie Sheen before he went batshit crazy.
Wild Thing! Thank you!
I will not be casting a sympathy vote for A League of Their Own. I'm making this unanimous in picking Major League as well. Specifically, Wild Thing.
It's a great version of that song too, even though Dean or John Moxley's ruined it. But neither here nor there. I honestly, my votes. There's no votes for me. I would have done the same. Major League probably is my favorite sports movie of all time, but acting wise,
let's not go that far.
Yeah, come on. Let's all
entertainment wise, Major League is probably the sports movie I've seen the most. But League of Their Own has ridiculously great acting, and it would be a difficult matchup for me. All right, let's move on.
I will say of the 2 movies, A League of Their Own definitely has the more famous quote. Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
All right, the 5th seed, Field of Dreams.
I'm sorry, but I gotta interject for a moment there. The way you just said that reminded me. We all are familiar with Whose Line Is It Anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know when Ryan Stiles does the impressions of, oh my god, I am so blanking on the name right now. I'm gonna come back to this, but I gotta look something up.
All right, 5th seed, Field of Dreams. 12th seed, 8-Man Out.
There it is. I found it. Sorry, took me a minute. Harry there reminded me of a Whose Line Is It Anyway? Ryan Stiles impersonation of Carol Channing. I don't know why, but the voice just reminded me of the Ryan
I mean, I
Stiles
will take-
impersonation of Carol Channing.
As anybody who's known me for a long time knows, I'm a huge fan of the Drew Carey show, so any comparison to Ryan Stiles is okay in my book.
I
Field
have my vote if it helps.
if
I'm
you,
sorry, can you go back and say the options again? Because I wasn't paying attention.
Field of Dreams, 8 Men Out.
Oh, that one's easy for me.
if you build it, they will
They
come.
will come.
Field of Dreams.
Same.
Field of Dreams, yeah. 100%.
All right, the 4 seed, 42,
Ooh.
or the 13 seed, 61.
Obviously placed against each other because of numbers.
The numbers, yeah.
I
Yep.
don't know either of these, so
40
I have to respectfully abstain on this one.
42
Jackie
is a-
Robinson versus the Maris home run chase. Maris and Mantle.
the year that Maris hit 61 and Mantle hit 54.
Yep, in 1961.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, I don't know either one. I can't rationally vote on this.
You do realize that you might have to break a tie here, Randy.
I have my pick.
I enjoyed 61. I thought the portrayals of both Maris and Mantle were really well done. But the way that 42 was shot, the cinematography involved, the way that it handled the telling of one of the most historic times in sports history, I have to go with 42 here. I got to give it to the Jackie Robinson film.
What was
You're
the
not-
other movie?
61
Thank you.
with a little asterisk next to it.
I'm sorry. You're not gonna have to break a tie. I gotta go with Harry on this one.
Yep, that's where I would have went to. Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Hey, anybody remember who played Jackie Robinson in that movie?
Yes, that's literally what I was about to say.
Okay.
I would vote for 42 only for the fact that they got Black Panther Chadwick Boseman to play Jackie Robinson.
Rest in power, brother.
For Wakanda.
Hey, he did a
that
great
would
job.
literally that would not be a serious vote, but that would be who I would vote for just reading the Wikipedia articles.
All right. Now I'm very curious if any of you guys have seen these movies. These are the 2 oldest movies in the baseball bracket. Obviously, baseball.
Is this the
Long
611?
pastime. This is the 314.
Okay.
But your 3 seed, the Pride of the Yankees, and the 14 seed, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Very old movies, very
I've
classic.
heard Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Heard of, but have not seen.
I've heard of the Pride of the Yankees. That was the one about the 27 Yankees, yes?
I believe, yeah.
About the Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, not DiMaggio, the Gehrig,
Murderers Row.
the Murderers Row Yankees. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Pride of the Yankees came out in 1942. Take Me Out to the Ball Game came out in 1949. So really old movies, but very, very good.
I've never seen either. But based on historical value, I will cast a admittedly uninformed vote for Pride of the Yankees.
I mean, especially if you're talking about, baseball or Americana at that time in the Roaring 20s, that team in particular, in what would be bigger changes in baseball because of that down the road, definitely Pride of the Yankees.
Is it a sweep? Or have you ever seen these ones?
I haven't seen either of them, but I have never heard of Pride of the Yankees.
Well,
I
obviously
have
you're
heard-
biased, JTN.
I
Yankee
have
fan.
heard of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So I'm going to give the sympathy vote for Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
I will
Just
say,
based on name recognition alone, which like I echo what Harry said, somewhat unbiased or somewhat uninformed vote.
I will to answer Eric's earlier question with the Natural being the 16 seed. I do believe The Natural is better than Take Me Out to the Ball Game, but I wanted to get the two older movies put together for this one. Take Me Out to the Ball Game, making the bracket just for the cast of this movie: Gene Kelly, Frank Sinatra, Esther Williams. Fantastic cast for that movie. But
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You cost The Natural a spot in the next round by doing that. Because I think The Natural takes out Pride of the Yankees.
it's all about champions. Nobody remembers who's out in the second round compared to the first round. It's all about the championship and great matchups. Just saying.
Well, the problem is that The Natural might not have been out in the second round because we don't know what the 6-11 is.
It would have been out. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Again, we played the name game for the 8-9 matchup. We're going to play the name game again in the 6-11 matchup. The 6 seed, the rookie.
Oh,
Can anybody name the 11 seed?
Rookie of the
year.
There you go.
Oh, I really like the Dennis Quaid rookie movie.
So did I, and it's got ties to my team too.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah, but here's my problem. Rookie of the Year is one of those ones, same lines of Little Big League for me, where they were Disney movies when I was a kid that I watched all the freaking time. So the nostalgia is super strong with Rookie of the Year for me.
Yeah, but Rookie is also a Disney movie.
Yes, but Rookie of the Year came out in the mid-90s. I want to say like 93 or 94. If somebody could confirm that. Are you flipping Randy off? Okay, cool.
I'm used to it. Rookie of the Year, 1993.
You know what? I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna say the Rookie.
I'm going to go second, and I'm going to take Rookie of the Year and make Eric choose because it's his podcast.
Oh no, I was already choosing. As much as I love the Rookie, and especially with Angus T. Jones and the story and how well it was done and everything behind it.
Dennis Quaid is fantastic in that movie too.
He is. Do not get me wrong whatsoever. Part of the reason why I'm flipping Randy off. A couple of reasons. Because number one, Rookie of the Year goes through. Number two, The Natural would have advanced, at least in my mind.
See, I don't know about that. I think I might put Rookie of the Year over The Natural.
We'll never know. The bracket did not play it that way out.
We
got two really, really good matchups to end out the baseball bracket, all right?
Pride of the Yankees is available for free on YouTube.
Well, obviously.
I'm pretty sure it's in the public domain by now.
Yeah, it's like 80 years old.
2 hours, 8 minutes, and 52 seconds. It stars Gary Cooper.
That's a long ass movie for 42.
That's your homework for before we get to the baseball second round.
Pride of the Yankees will play Rookie of the Year. No, it's not.
Right. All right. You guys advanced the 1976 version of Bad News Bears.
The Walter Matthau version.
That is the 10th seed. The 7th seed.
Oh no.
Is another kind of a young kids baseball movie.
Sandlot, you
tag group of kids that play in a bit of a sandlot.
Oh no! No,
this is easy for me. Unfortunately, this is easy for me. I have to say Sandlot.
I quit.
Now you know how I feel. What the fuck is it with you in 710s?
You guys graded this.
No, seriously.
This doesn't feel like a 710 for me. This is way too easily Sandlot sided for me. I'm sorry.
It's all about perspective.
I disagree in terms of the difficulty of it. I know which one
if we put the other Bad News Bears up, I would be cursing about as hard as viewer over there is right now. You put the classic version of Bad News Bears up, so that makes the choice easy for me.
You know what I say to that, Espinosa? I say you're killing me, Smalls. I like Bad News Bears. The remake with Billy Bob is okay. The original is better. But I think The Sandlot is better than both of them. So, Eric, I hate to do this, but I'm rendering your vote irrelevant. I'm also taking The Sandlot. You can cast a Simpy for BNB if you want to, but
No, I'm making it unanimous with The Sandlot.
There you go. All right, we got one matchup left in baseball, one matchup left for
Well,
the
I
night.
already know what one side it is, and I already know what side I'm probably voting. So who's
Eric?
facing Moneyball?
Eric, do you remember?
for love of the game.
Yep. Moneyball versus For Love of the Game.
Oh, you son!
You
of...
guys called it both. And I
You
just had to sit
son
back.
of a bitch!
Eric, that's what
You
Eric was saying. 'Cause
son
he
of
saw
a
my
bitch.
face when you guys both brought up two movies.
Eric, you already know you're casting the deciding vote here.
Then be prepared. Be prepared.
He's
What do you
gonna.
mean he's? What do you mean? No, Harry, you're casting the deciding vote.
No,
here.
I asked about For Love of the Game.
Oh shit!
Eric cast the deciding vote because you asked about Moneyball.
I thought Eric was the one that asked about For the Love of the Game.
No.
Oh, okay,
I-
yeah. Then he is casting.
I
the
by
deciding
and
vote.
large do not like Kevin Costner. I think he's cheesy. I think he is overrated. He absolutely fucking kills it in For Love of the Game.
I say that Moneyball is one of Brad Pitt's best movie performances.
I don't disagree with you. Moneyball is fantastic. But to me,
That and it's Jonah Hill in a non-comedy where he shines. Jonah Hill is so typecast as a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Was
not
he-
even funny.
Between this and Wolf of Wall Street,
I have to ask, was this set up before we had these conversations?
It was set up before. Yeah, I have not changed a single matchup.
It literally just worked out that him and I both asked about our favorite
Yeah,
baseball
that's
movies.
why Eric noticed my face because I was like, it's perfect.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I have to go with Moneyball on this one.
Okay, so you guys are old enough to remember VHS tapes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I literally had to buy a new copy of For Love of the Game. I watched that movie so many times.
I can understand that. I can respect that.
I got that movie for Christmas one year because my mom knew I loved baseball. I knew nothing about the movie, but my mom knew I loved baseball, and I got one of those DVD VCR combos for Christmas that year. And one of the movies that I got with it was For Love of the Game, which I'm like, Kevin Costner? Okay, whatever. Legitimately my favorite baseball movie of all time. I'm going For Love of the Game here.
I'm sorry, Eric. You got to break this tie.
And you're about to piss someone off.
And you're about,
I
I
know.
was going to say
I
you're
know.
definitely going to piss one of the two of us off with this.
So
So choose your
both-
words wisely.
both
Question
of-
mark?
And you know what the bigger problem for him is? Wait, real quick. You know what the bigger problem for him is he does individual shows with both of us.
No, and this is the thing though. And I was just gonna say,
Oh, and he knows that regardless of which one he picks, he's not going to hear the end of it for at least the next 2 weeks.
that's why I'm gonna say,
The Mortons will be flowing on either end.
raise your hand if you're absolutely going to hate me with my choice. Between the two of you, if you're absolutely going to hate me because of my choice, raise your hand.
I won't hate you. I'll just lose respect for you.
No, I'm just going to, rub it in at every chance I get for at least the next month. I won't hate you for it.
Can I just say, while Eric is thinking,
No,
love
I
that
don't.
this
I don't
bucket
have
is
to
completely
think.
turned around. Eric is the one getting all the hate.
No, I don't. I don't
will.
have to think. And this is the thing. I have my vote.
And I
there's
think
an
I think I actually know what his vote is.
take a guess.
Moneyball. Because I know we have sat and talked poetic about Moneyball in the past. Hell, we did an episode of League to the Max or whatever. Half of the episode was us talking about Moneyball.
Sorry, Harry. I even read the book. It is Moneyball. And I'm getting the death glare. I can tell through the glasses.
What was the two? Which one was the 2? Which one was the 15?
Moneyball is the 2. I absolutely love Moneyball For the Love of the Game is fantastic. Everything.
Oh
you
yeah,
said,
no,
Harry, is
I
great.
will say,
Okay,
yeah,
so-
no. For the Love of the Game is an incredible movie. It truly is.
Mhm.
But if you are going to absolutely like point a gun to my head and say you must pick, I'm sorry, I go with Moneyball every time.
Soon as you get the answer you want, you hang up.
Shall we go over the winners for what you guys will be doing soon?
Harry is like, man, the amount of bullshit that has gone on in these brackets tonight, I'm done.
right, so we got-
It's gonna be.
That's
a
the
good
look that is
You know
on
what-
his face right now.
You know what the worst problem is for me? It's not if you're first, you're last. If you're not first, you're eliminated.
Hey, Talladega Nights in the NIT bracket. Just so everyone knows.
Oh, that's a low blow, sir. That's a low blow.
And
So we got-
I was gonna make a Florida Gators joke, but I can't even at that one.
You get
That's a
a
low
cross
blow.
stream. You get a cross stream.
I
for
was
that.
I was getting a little jealous of Eric having the hate there for a second. So I had to bring it back. So next week or whenever you guys are having me back, we'll do the football and basketball side of the bracket. I'll be honest, the basketball bracket is the weaker one.
I'm
There's-
not surprised.
Well, we'll open with
I
we'll
don't know
open
any
with
I really
Yeah.
don't know any basketball movies.
we'll open
so
with
I'm-
basketball. We'll close with football then.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right.
I don't
Ba-
know any.
I'll just say right
basketball
now,
movies,
the
so it's
basketball-
probably gonna be
Yeah.
a lot of abstaining on my end.
The basketball bracket is so weak. I did have to put a Will Ferrell movie in that bracket, and I hated myself for it.
No. I'm just gonna ask right now.
If he put a Will Ferrell in basketball and
Yes.
couldn't put
Probably
Talladega
the one about
Nights
Jackie
in,
Moon.
Yes, what
Mhm.
seed?
Tropic Thunder wasn't? That was
No,
Tropic,
no,
that wasn't
Semi-Pro.
Tropic Thunder.
Semi-pro.
It's semi-pro,
Semi-pro.
but it's also in your favorite matchup.
Semi-pro is a 7 or a 10.
Yes,
That movie sucked.
basketball is weak. It's very, very weak.
Eric,
I'm sorry, Broadhurst. Fuck you just say.
Okay,
go
so that
fuck
is-
yourself, Moneyball.
basketball's a little weak. Football is ridiculously stacked. You guys
know,
remember?
I don't feel so bad anymore. I don't
Okay.
feel so bad anymore.
There you go. All right, but after we get through those, so far what you have in the second round on the miscellaneous bracket, you will have Rocky versus Happy Gilmore. Don't give away your picks yet. But Rocky versus Happy Gilmore,
All right. My vote is Caddyshack.
Days of
Nobody
Thunder
knows.
versus Cool Runnings,
My vote is Talladega Nights.
Raging Bull versus The Wrestler. It's a good
My
one.
vote is Marissa Tomei's tits.
Champion.
I'm very disappointed. I now do not have two movies where that is a case, so we can have that.
Well,
matchup.
unfortunately, the Slums of Beverly Hills isn't a sports movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, it would have been in there.
And the last one in miscellaneous, the Mighty Ducks versus Miracle. That should be good. Baseball, you
I
have Bull
don't think that
Durham.
one's that close.
Bull Durham versus Major League. Field of Dreams versus 42. The Pride of the Yankees versus Rookie of the Year, and the Sandlot versus Moneyball. That is the second round matchups that you guys have created with your votes.
There's not very many of those I think that are very hard in my book, honestly.
There's one that I think is super difficult. Otherwise, it's pretty easy for me.
I'm gonna be thinking about a couple of these.
But
I
we'll
might
get,
try to watch 42 this week if I can, but that's about it.
we'll get to those in 2 weeks' time. Obviously,
Yes.
next week.
Okay, well then in that case, 2 weeks time.
Next week we get to basketball and football.
Yes.
I will ask one quick question because I am
Yeah.
curious here.
I've been very honest with these questions, so yeah, go ahead.
What seed is Michael?
Are you talking about Michael Jordan?
Space Jam, yes.
It is lower than it should be because of the matchup I created.
You didn't
Oh,
put it
no.
against the modern remake, did you?
No, absolutely not.
Good, because that
Modern
modern
remake is not on the list.
Good.
If I was inclined to put one play-in game matchup in each one, it would have been the old versus the new. I knew that was going to be a clean sweep. It was pointless. So that's why basketball doesn't get anything. I will say it is a 12 seed, but I do not believe it's a 12 seed. It's just I wanted it against a certain movie, and that's just the way it went.
I swear to God, if any of you fuckers try to make a "I believe I can fly" joke, I'm gonna fly out to wherever the hell you live and choke you because I'm gonna do it first.
You do believe you can fly out to Idaho to get Randy?
But bro, right here, I just believe that I can touch the sky, especially after tonight.
Before I run out of here, any
better
other
than
questions?
daytime.
Any other questions you guys are curious about that I can lend?
Oh, you don't want to
some
stick
thoughts on?
around and help me with my conundrum? How dare you?
Eric, I think about it every night and day.
I think it's only fair we give him the boot off of the show after the rancidness that he has introduced.
Like Jonathan says in the comments, the second round is more tame because I can't manipulate the matchups like I can. But any other questions? Everyone's feeling good?
No. That pun was so bad that gets a Bob Barker's not abused vote for me.
I don't think he hasn't seen our Barker. He hasn't seen our Barker GIF, so go ahead and play it for him.
All right, I gotta get to it.
It's a good one. I like it.
Now get out of here, you rancid son of a bitch. Where can people find you online?
You can find me at Randy Isbell. Find me on R&R Sports Report every Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. A lot of local sports, a lot of non-local sports. Guarantee you, this Tuesday, it's going to be a complete mix. NAIA brackets are down to their round of 16s. Unfortunately, my LC Warriors eliminated at both. But the Warrior baseball team on an historic run that for a team that's won as many world championships as they have, something they've never done. We'll be talking about that. Obviously, women's and men's brackets. I didn't even realize the women's were today. So thank you guys for letting me know that because I was going to turn on and watch it tomorrow. So we got all that. Obviously, crazy NFL news. You guys were talking about Tom Brady earlier. We'll be talking about that. Yankees finally made a move. And I have spent this entire goddamn podcast trying to figure out if I like the trade or not.
So honest question, because I know we talked about it slightly earlier. Do you think Gronk should come back to Tampa Bay since Brady's coming out of retirement?
He will. Whether he should or not, he will.
Real quick question for you. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday night, Eric and I are doing our March Madness preview on BWSR. You in?
Unfortunately, I work at the Tribune that night. I just got my schedule. Usually I work Tuesdays and don't work Wednesdays, and I would be absolutely for it. But for whatever reason, they have me flipped this week. Or I would all be in. So
all I'm saying is there's two teams in the Australian Football League that a lot of pundits have picked to win the wooden spoon. And of the three of us that have teams, guess which one isn't involved?
Yours.
Exactly.
The other two play this week.
My Roos play you guys?
I believe that's the week one matchup, right?
I'm going to double check that real quick.
I do believe when we were looking at stuff that is.
Who's your team again, Randy?
I'm a Hawthorne Hawk fan.
Well, y'all are sorting that out. I will be right back, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm actually looking that up on my phone right now because I'm like, that's the one thing that I get to enjoy out of this.
Yep.
I don't think anybody picked Hawthorne to finish higher than 15th. That made me happy.
Saturday, it'll be 10 p.m. for you, Harry, 7:10 p.m. for me, Hawthorne, and North Melbourne.
Oh, have they worked out any kind of a broadcast schedule for the U.S. for these games?
I don't know. I'm trying. We were trying to get the whole streaming thing. We haven't signed up for it just yet, but
yeah, they haven't yet. Like I say, if they haven't by this time, it's going to be about another month, like it was last year.
How much is the Australian pass for it?
It's like 160 for the year.
Yeesh, that's a little out of my price range right now.
But yeah, I'm excited. AFL's going. It's a ridiculous 2 hours that we'll have on Tuesday, and then obviously you guys do yours. But I gotta ask, since we don't have it together, Eric, have you seen this trade?
I have not seen this trade.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give it to you.
Okay.
So the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins, right as we started this show, made a trade. It's the first time the Yankees have done anything this whole offseason.
All right.
The Yankees are getting Josh Donaldson,
who we have a lot of respect for down in Atlanta.
Kiner Falefa, who is a shortstop, third baseman, catcher.
I
Plays all
did
sorts
hear
of stuff.
something about him in another deal.
Mhm.
So
And some other backup catcher dude, Ben Rotvelt. I've never heard of that dude, but that's who the Yankees are getting. The Yankees are trading away Gary Sanchez and Gio Urshela.
I don't like it for the Yankees.
I have been so mixed. Gary has been so horrible, but I love the Kraken. I have been a huge Josh Donaldson fan his entire career, so I'm happy he's a Yankee, but I don't want to see Sanchez go.
now see, here's the rub.
Yeah,
As a Rays fan, I'm also mixed because I don't think the Yankees are made wholeheartedly worse, but you're also not made wholeheartedly better either. So
Hopefully it's not their last one. Hopefully there's still a Freeman or a Correa out there. But
Or
it was
not.
it was a weird ass trade.
Or not. No. We've already discussed this. If Freeman goes anywhere from Atlanta, he's going to the Mets. We don't want to deal with him in our division.
No, he's probably a Dodger.
That would also be acceptable for me. Maybe.
He's not. The Braves screwed it up. How they should have signed him before the lockout there, Harry. Don't look at me.
I'm looking at both of you assholes for trying to get MV free off of the Braves.
That's
I'm
Atlanta's fault.
I'm not saying I would want him off Atlanta. I'm just saying if he goes, he better not put his ass in pinstripes.
I don't
because
think
I will be personally mad.
I don't think he goes.
I'm just surprised we haven't heard anything yet.
Which is another reason why I don't think he goes, is because I think he's still negotiating with the team.
It could be good news, could be bad news. It's question marks.
And Andothopoulos, I think is how it's pronounced. Alex, the Braves GM.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Andothopoulos or something. I think him and Freeman are going to work something out, and Freddie will be announced within the next week or so that he's coming back to Atlanta.
Should have been a week after the World Series.
I 100% agree with you.
It would feel weird. Obviously, I want him as a Yankee because I think he's a fantastic player. It's going to be very, very weird to see Freddie Freeman in any other uniform than Atlanta. If he sticks with Atlanta, even though I would be sad he's not a Yankee at that point, I think that is
Freeman needs to retire a Brave.
Yes,
exactly.
I would 100% agree.
Not to mention, when my Rays get another 100-win season, which we're going to do, Atlanta's going to run it back in the NL because the Dodgers can kiss my black ass. And, we'll just go ahead and beat them up and send them off into retirement as we finally lift the hunk of metal.
You're funny.
All right. I got to get out of here. I got some homework I got to get done. Thank you guys so much. It was fun. I had a blast.
See you next week.
It's gonna be even better. Absolutely. All right.
See you next week.
Later. That Rancid son of a bitch.
I'm telling you, sometimes some people.
Ah, man, I got back right as he was leaving.
All right.
I couldn't see him off with one last Rancid sumbitch.
I saw him off with one last Rancid sumbitch, so you're good.
I'm going to do my best Jackie Gleason here. You Rancid sumbitch! You gonna pay to that to your grave!
Well, luckily you're not in
Put the evidence in the car!
Well, luckily
I said put the evidence in the car!
Well, luckily you're not in the picture, so we don't have to worry about all that now, do we?
Oh, you Rancid sumbitch, and you go way to your grave with that!
So,
okay, now that I've effectively killed my voice.
Well, now that we've done that, and we somehow still have some people around, thank you very much. We're going to go to the last segment of the night, and since we've all been about making choices.
Real quick, before you do that, 2 hours in, go ahead and do a quick show plug here.
You are indeed listening to Point of Viewer. We're available online for your viewing pleasure. Facebook.com/W2M Network, Twitter.com/W2M Network, YouTube.com/W2M Network, Twitch.tv/W2M Net. And when it comes to taking our podcast orally, if you name a podcast platform of choice, we are most likely on it.
Rate and
Search
review.
for W2M Network. Rate and review us 5 stars on Spotify.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, back to it. Continue.
So, since we've been about making choices the last little while, I was originally going to have to make this choice for St. Patrick's Day, but work intervened. As of all days, a student who's actually on Pacific time actually asked for a session to review some homework. Main disembodied voice, this is one of the students that I've mentioned to you privately off air.
That one?
One of the two, yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. So this makes this even more particularly important.
Wait. No, don't tell me.
No, it's not with her.
Okay, I was going to say, if that's one of the options,
Look.
I'm not going to say anything further.
Well, first of all, everything would have been legit, at least in the sense that you're thinking. And second of all, I'm not going to make that much of a flight for it. Granted, we'd be able to stop over and deal with Rancid Randy himself, but anyway, I do have 3 options that are local.
In terms of St. Patrick's Day accompaniment?
Well, potentially no longer St. Patrick's Day because of the timing of this session, but maybe that week or shortly thereafter, yes.
Okay.
One of whom I have spent time with previously, Honey. The other 2 I have not, Juicy and Bunny, but would like to. Now, there's a couple of different deciding factors. Necessary funds and ability of filming and other things on list of do's and don'ts. If I were to rank in terms of number of roses, I know Honey would be the least for everything that I would be able to do. Juicy in the middle, Bunny somewhat on the higher end. The reason with that is Juicy and Bunny would be allowing filming. Bunny filming for more potential of distribution. However, things to do as far as activities, Honey far and away would be the most. The other 2 were kind of in a tie. So this is what I'm trying to sort out. See, if some of y'all were still on Snapchat, I would be able to provide imagery.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't been on Snapchat in forever.
We have a Discord, you know.
I know you have a Discord, but one of them I know I can send some imagery. The other 2 I necessarily can't.
I'm just trying to get a general idea of what you're working with here. I mean, personality is important, but
knowing viewer, he's all about the personality.
Well, I'm sure that
and wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, yes, of course.
I mean, again, not entirely wrong.
Ooh, excuse me.
Damn it. See, I have to go ahead and find the appropriate imagery that I'm looking for.
You know, normally I don't like seltzers because they always end up hitting me with like a bad aftertaste or something.
Mm-hmm.
Especially once I'm finished the can. But I tell you what, I haven't even gotten an aftertaste off of this yet.
Well, usually with how they do the seltzers with Mountain Dew, it's a different story. They control the carbonation to get more of the flavor.
Okay, it's the way that the way that it's angled. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, see, I might have to find some way, but
all right.
I
mean, she's cute.
Yes.
I won't go into specifics here because I don't want to out you for this particular part of the segment, but she's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Harry, you haven't so much been here for these topics, but viewer will understand when I say how we have recently been discussing about how we have particular types of women.
No,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a particular type as well, and me and Eric have had that conversation before. I like brunettes with big tits.
She definitely falls into Eric's type. I will say that.
And
Absolutely,
that's
absolutely agreed.
and I will say this. Juicy, a little bit older.
Yeah,
a
but
few,
older tends to be a range that you played in before, and we've had that conversation.
exactly. A little bit taller than her, but similar figure, and she's a natural redhead.
Oh, see, you definitely have had a thing for redheads in the past.
I was gonna say again. This definitely falls into the typecasting.
And with Honey, 5'11", also older, the oldest of the three, and
Is this the one you've been with before, honey?
yes,
Okay, I remember you talking about her to me before then.
yes.
Hold on.
Now,
Check the chat real quick here.
a little older, but yes.
Yeah, we've definitely discussed her before then. All right, so then this is going to become a case of comfortability. Do you go with somebody that you know, or do you want to try something new?
I apologize. I had to deal with a disembodied voice of a different kind.
Understandable, and that's
Not the disembodied voice that you think.
okay. But that's the thing. It's been a while.
To put it in other terms, we had a lilags problem going on.
It's been a while. Quite a long
So-
while.
The lilacs problem would be the disembodied voice that I would think you'd be having problems with.
No, I was more specifically referring to the reverb.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I didn't hear anything, so
Somebody was listening a little bit too loud, and I can hear it through my headphones, and it was driving me nuts.
gotcha. Okay.
Because I would hear myself talking, and then 3 seconds later, I would hear exactly what I just said through a speaker.
I was wondering where that was coming from.
Yes.
So, it's been a long time. Which you all know.
You said roughly about 8 months, yes?
Right now, as of time of recording, 8.5, pushing
Yeah.
towards 9.
Right. We talked about that before.
If you need embodiments for whatever reason, you can go to the other guy.
So,
I'm hot. I'm taking my hoodie off.
okay.
I do this show shirtless most of the time. I put on the sloth shirt because I knew we were doing the bracket.
So,
I do the show shirtless most of the time too. I literally got home from getting food and jumped straight on the computer.
All right, continue, Eric.
well, I was just going to say, normally I would be doing this show shirtless too, but I am the one on camera, so not necessarily the best option. I'm more equally as comfortable with either, and that's the rub. And especially with Honey, because that familiarity multiple times, she's anxious to see me. But then again, after speaking a bit with Bunny, so is she.
Okay, I'm not gonna say this to sound like an asshole, but I think that this plays a role here. I'm sure there's some fiscal transactioning going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at financially in terms of all of this here? Like, is it all within the same relative range?
No, it's a pretty significant gap. If we were playing range game, which, as Price is Right month on Life is Like a Game Show, this is very applicable.
Oh boy. I know it's bad when he is the first person to make a game show reference.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, and this sounds superficial as all hell, But it would be very difficult for me to make a decision without seeing the three of them.
Okay. I may be able to, like I said, send images. I know definitely of one. I have to find if the other one, Juicy, is on any platforms aside from Snapchat. Because I was looking for that. One, she's not on too many platforms at all because of other work that she does.
And I'm imagining most of the stuff that you have of either of the other two ladies is probably NSFW.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say Snapchat would be a lot easier for one. Honey is on Facebook, and that's primarily how we've communicated since I've known her. I have more safer work stuff there. I just have to dig and find it.
Going back to the range game real quick, though.
100 to 600. Honey on the lower end. Juicy closer to the middle. Although on the lower half of that. And because of filming and stuff, Bunny creeps into the lower part of the upper half.
Locational availability.
All three of them local.
Okay,
Local
but are we talking in-home? Or are we talking hotel? What are we talking here?
These would be in calls for them. I would be traveling.
Okay, so you would be driving to them regardless of which. It would not be extra housing expensed.
Correct.
Okay. Honestly, what I think it comes down to is how much are you willing to spend? And especially if you're telling me that the one is at the higher end, would you be able to afford two for the price of the third?
Not quite. No. For everything and for what I would want to do, it would be more if I were to see Honey and Juicy than Bunny by herself with everything. Now, granted, for Juicy, some of that, like 20% would be for filming. When it comes to Bunny, that's half filming, but again, much easier to distribute because she's been looking for partners in that regard and has attempted to do stuff like that before. I'm not sure she has all of her stuff fully set up yet.
Would you get cut in on any potential profits from said filming?
I could potentially arrange that.
Because
I don't think it would be difficult to arrange.
If that's going to be a potential kickback, then that's going to probably lean you in that direction, I would think, because then you could eventually make some of what you put into it back.
Right.
I mean, there's an old adage: if you're good at something, never do it for free.
This is true. This is definitely true. And
you're awfully quiet over there, Disembodied Voice number 1.
Disembodied Voice number 1 was, shall we say, doing some research.
Well, I saw the one that he sent inside of the chat. Was there one sent somewhere else that I missed?
No. Different research.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing because
of the research variety, of course.
I'm seeing if this is working because I'm sending the other one on the staff Discord.
The talent Discord?
Yes.
Okay, I'll pull that up. Give me a second. That's just the 3 of us on there, right?
Not technically, but technically.
Well, this is safe, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm loading the Discord in the background. I'll let you know once it actually loads.
All right.
The leadership has access to all channels in the Discord. Rancid Randy is also in there.
But again,
Rancid Randy was warned of topic of conversation and hate mail's not going to look.
And again, this is
You're
safe
really not
anyways.
wrong. And Radulich is on vacation, so he's definitely not looking at Discord.
Not that he really looks at Discord much when he isn't on vacation.
Actually, we've pretty much converted him to almost full Discord usage.
So
Really?
yes, Mr. Kicking and Screaming. It can be done. And has.
Nah, I mean, I'm there, aren't I?
That wasn't shots fired at you, trust me.
No, Watkins knows how hard it was to get me to switch over to Discord.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that was not shot. I trust me on this one. That was not shots fired at you.
I assume that was more towards hate mail.
Anyway.
So I'm looking at the picture here that you posted in the Discord, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning on Bunny at the moment.
Okay. Hell, if I knew that you were on Snapchat, I could send you.
I mean, god damn it.
My Snapchat is deleted, so it's not going to do me any good. But you could send it to me on Messenger, so.
Well, but that's the problem. Like I said, I would have to send a profile to Snapchat. I can't necessarily take screenshots unless.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do Snapchat on my computer.
Hold on, I can fix the goddamn problem because what am I? I am a problem fixer. I just have to find something that is currently playing ridiculously elusive.
All right. I need you to stall for time, Eric.
Well, that's the thing, because I'm looking at this up, and there's plenty to, well, especially in our current story right now, which is the downside. Had I been able to finagle this earlier, you would have been able to see more, but I'm definitely looking everything up so you can see her and get a full option.
Give me like 10 minutes and I could probably fix this problem.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, what the hell kind of Bitmoji is that?
A really ugly one?
Less ugly. Less ugly, more does not look recent.
Snapchat.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like it.
I know it's you, main disembodied voice, and I can tell by the name, especially.
Wait, are you talking about my Bitmoji?
Yes.
You dirty bastard.
Like I said,
I don't know. I literally spent exactly 2.5 minutes putting that together.
It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look like you now.
Created my Snapchat probably around when Snapchat first came out. I have this weird tendency of somehow being on top of platforms when they release. I was that way with Snapchat. I was that way with Discord.
Well, anyway.
I was kind of that way with Instagram.
Well, that's fair. Anyways, yes. Main disembodied voice.
Go ahead and send it to me.
Well, you have her handle on there. I sent it to you.
Okay, well then give me I'm literally booting up my other thing at the moment.
Okay. All right.
The one that I actually use Snapchat on.
Oh. Okay. All right. So yes, once you see
because it does not like Snapchat doesn't like my iPhone.
Yeah, I've heard Snapchat and iPhones haven't entirely gotten along. But yes, that is door number 3, if you will.
Apparently,
you also know the reason why I use this particular device for Snapchat.
Yes.
Which is why I said, give me 10 goddamn minutes and I'll fix the problem.
Okay, I'm giving you your 10 minutes. I'm also working with otherwise, but...
Where the fuck is the goddamn settings on this goddamn game? Because as much as I love this soundtrack, it is blaring in my ears right now.
Wait, which soundtrack?
The soundtrack for Madden 22.
Ah. Am I weird with the fact that I only like Madden for street mode?
They don't have a street mode in this year's Madden, that's for sure.
They got rid of it?
I don't see it. They got Ultimate Team, they got Franchise, they got Exhibition, Face of the Franchise, which is, I believe, what they're calling the build your own character now.
Yes.
They have a mode called Superstar KO. They have one called The Yard.
That's the
which is
street mode.
Online competition, 6v6.
Yes, that's the street mode. The
Okay,
Yard.
I was thinking of a different street mode.
That's the one.
Well, you're probably thinking NFL Street.
Yeah, that probably is what I'm thinking, honestly.
I used to play NFL Street on my PS2. You know which Madden I miss? I like Madden
Prime. Twitch Prime was giving away Madden 22 for free. Prime Gaming. Like a week and a half ago. I think they're running it through the whole month. So if you have Twitch Prime, you totally go claim Madden.
I don't have Twitch.
For the PC version?
Yeah.
Thank you. Please hold.
You have to have Origin, but I mean, because they give you a key code to enter into EA Origin, it's like Steam. But yeah.
Well, hell, I've
been playing it for like the past week.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can free up a little bit of space so that way I can have it on here. Damn it!
So apparently, this has turned into a conundrum of a different sort. Eric trying to figure out how to play Madden on his computer.
Well, not necessarily trying to figure out. I'm gonna go and damn it, claim it.
Yeah, it's a full game too. It's not like any fucking limitations or any bullshit either. I'm playing franchise mode right now. I'm playing the Jets in the 2021 season.
Are they as trash on the game as they are in real life?
Not really, no. I did make a couple of really smart preseason pickups. I got Richard Sherman.
That was smart.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have the number one defense in the league right now. I have a 9-3 overall score or standing in week 14.
Where are you at in the division?
Yeah. Top of the division.
Yeah,
9-3.
That's unrealistic.
I'm about to say, it's Madden if the Jets are 9-3 in 2021.
Well, I also picked up. No, well, hear this, right? I also picked up Danny Amendola.
Dammy?
No, I said Danny.
Eric, Dammy.
It sounded like Dammy.
No, I picked up Danny Amendola as well, and he's currently the number one receiver on the team.
God, this really is unrealistic.
Okay, let me.
He's currently got a 2,000 passing yard season.
So he's going
week 14.
So he's going for the land speed NFL receiving record.
I mean, at that rate,
it's like 1,700 or something like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Hold on, let me take a look at my team. I kept Zach Wilson as the QB. He actually isn't doing pretty bad.
I stand by what I said when we did our draft special as a kickoff. I still think that dude's going to end up being a bust.
I got my two best wide receivers right now are Corey Davis and Danny Amendola.
Yeah, wasn't Davis cut by the Titans?
I don't know. I know he got cut by the Jets first before he got cut by the Titans. That's for sure.
Because I want to say Corey Davis was a Titan last year.
But yeah, no. I managed to get Richard Sherman on free agency. Same with Amendola, and I'm like, okay, I can make a team work with this. but yeah, no, it's fun. I don't remember the last time I had that much fun playing a Madden game. I like the new Madden.
Okay, so now that I'm getting this settled,
I don't play a
Okay,
ton.
let me see if I can.
I don't play a ton of video games, but I would say that if there's one that I am going to try to get, it's the new 2K22 for WWE.
I
'Cause
will
I've
admit
heard that
though, the soundtrack in Madden 22 is a fucking banger, man.
I've heard the
Like,
same.
I gotta
Okay, but-
admit, EA Sports really knows. Like, if it's one thing, and this is rare coming out of me, because honestly, I am an EA hater. I hate EA with every fiber of my being, and I always will, because I think they have destroyed some absolutely amazing development studios in their buy everybody small and create mega conglomerate push that they did in the early to mid 2000s, including one of my favorite game studios of all time, Westwood Studios. But with that said, the one thing that I will give EA credit for, and it's EA Sports, which I can proudly say is here in Maitland, Florida. They really know how to pair music to sports games. And it doesn't matter which sport game it is either. Whether it's, the Need for Speed Most Wanted series, whether it's Madden's, whether it's
was EA Sports Burnout?
wait, say that. Hold on, I gotta. Let me click away from this for a second. Say that again.
Was EA Sports responsible for the Burnout games?
No, but I believe they bought the studio that did.
Because those had
Burnout was. Oh, I know who did it, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't fucking think of the name.
Well, I'll open up the.
Oh, I'm doing it. Don't worry.
I was just about to pull up the
Criterion. Yeah, it was a It is part of EA. It's one of those. Again, EA's aggressive expansion of the 2000s.
I have Paradise City for my 360, and I downloaded Revenge. Both of which are really fun. How's your Madden attempting coming along over there, Eric?
Well, they have the content, and they're giving away content throughout the month, but not the game itself.
They're not doing the game anymore? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Because I'm even going through Origin right now. I mean, it's not bad. I could get the game, but it's not free. It's damn cheap, but not free.
Hold on.
How damn cheap is damn cheap?
18?
I mean, compared to paying 50 for it.
Well, in some cases, upwards of 80. Hence the damn cheap.
I'm going to post a link in the chat here.
Okay.
Try that.
Yeah, that's the link that I went to, logged in, and it's even linked to my Amazon account. So
That's
yes.
weird. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I got it. I got it last week, and it gave me the whole freaking game. Why can I hate captchas.
Eric, I'm on Snapchat.
Okay. So,
I mean, I'm not sure how well this is going. Not sure how well this is going to work, but I did pull it up.
All right, yours is the same handle as before, right?
It's literally everywhere when I say that. I'm not kidding. Although I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to use this on my computer while we're on POV.
No, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use it really on the computer at all.
God, that's the first time I've ever had to do that.
Well, I have a Chromebook, and the Chromebook has Google Play. So, like, I actually see what you just sent me.
Okay. Yeah. And above all of that, there's a fourth option, but that's definitely way down the road. But yeah, that's basically.
Yeah, this isn't going to work for me.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
that's weird because I swear I saw like even when I go to the homepage of EA or of Prime Gaming, it's like claim Madden for free.
Yeah, they do not have that up on my screen. It's just they're doing content for it, like a Prime.
Yeah,
Gaming.
no, and then I clicked on it and I do see all of the gaming packs, which is weird because I went in and hold on. Try this link.
Okay.
Maybe it'll work. And if not, I'll walk you through the. Click on see how there's a a kind of a sorting thing where it says all in-game content games.
Yes.
If you click on games, it actually says Madden NFL 22.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay, and it goes before April 4th. Okay.
There you go. All right, now that I've settled one problem, let me go back to settling the other problem.
I may or may not have started playing Burnout while this conversation was going on.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is not.
I have it muted though, so I can still play while I'm talking to you guys.
Okay, so with this, because I also finally got a payment for a previous tutoring lesson, so I'm going ahead and I'm transferring that over into my bank. But yes, now I have that. I've got that sorted out, so I can go ahead and use that and download that. So cheers and thank you.
Yeah, Madden 22, Prime Gaming, do the thing.
Yes, I am definitely going to do the thing.
This is where if we were a Twitch partner or a Twitch affiliate, I would say to use your Prime Gaming sub or your Twitch Prime sub on our Twitch channel, but sadly we're not there yet.
Yes, but if you go ahead and follow, and if you would want to, once we become an affiliate, we're trying to get those subscriber numbers up. Go ahead and once you do, throw your Prime sub at us and we would really appreciate it.
Yeah, I know how much of a pain in the ass it was for me to get affiliate, so yeah. All right, come on. Damn old ass piece of technology.
I'm well familiar with old ass pieces of technology. But preliminarily, between options you have been presented visually thus far, how are you leaning?
Well, I can't. I'm having a hard time rating option 3.
Right.
Because it's the only option I have is to add option 3.
Okay. If I could go ahead and do it somehow, let me see if there's one workaround after I do one other quick thing. Have this set aside for
off
taxes.
of the 2 that I do see, right? I'm still leaning towards Bunny.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
given my preferences.
Right.
But I do know, or at least I'd like to say, I also know you well enough to know your preferences. I feel like you would enjoy her more.
Okay. Okay. I am definitely.
I think it comes down to a matter. I think it comes down to a matter of finance.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was gonna say too, right? Like, don't.
I
know you're looking to have fun, but don't break the bank too badly.
Right.
Yeah, if you can reasonably make the option happen that you wish to make happen, then so be it. But don't put yourself in fiscal difficulty in order to do so. You know.
Right. Okay. This will send.
Yeah, hopefully that gives you
Air.
enough of a. Are you sending that to me on Snapchat?
No, it's outside of Snapchat. I found an alternative.
Okay.
I see it. I'll click on it in a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see where it is now.
Yes. I was
I'm
like, I knew I was going to.
I'm looking around like, where the fuck am I going to click?
I knew I was going to find a way. I just had to find the right way and the right link. But yes, that is the other option.
Okay, now having seen all three, I'm 100% now with Bunny.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me
Personally.
let me pull up the other one.
All right.
Like, if you gave me the three options, there you go.
Okay. Now again, she is on the higher end of the range, though.
I heard that part of the conversation. That's why I said,
now,
don't break your bank so bad that, like, don't put yourself in a hole financially, like Harry said.
right.
If you can swing it, great. If not, it ain't deal with the other option. If I had to pick between the other option, I would go with the one that you just sent.
That's juicy.
See, I think with the history with Honey, I get where there would be a comfortability there. But I mean, obviously, you're big on new experiences too. So,
and additionally, filming. If we were taking filming completely off the table, the ranges would be much closer. Juicy would actually be on the highest end, Bunny in the middle, Honey still on the lower end. And as far as ability and what I could do, Honey would still be at the top.
Is filming a necessity here?
I wouldn't say necessity, but
I mean, I understand that the idea behind it is that it could get you through some dry spells going back and rewatching and such.
Well, not even just going through dry spells and rewatching, but also longer term investment, because it's, hey, I'm out here, I have this content created of me. So if I were to make further inroads in different approaches, I have more of a legitimate portfolio to present.
Well, not to mention, too, it also gives you the option with this particular person to record again down the road if said videos do well.
Correct.
So I think that that's something that you have to look at, too.
Exactly.
So Bunny is yes on the recording or no on the recording?
She's a yes.
Okay, and Juicy's a yes or a no?
She is a yes, but more limited. Like, say, for example, main disembodied voice. Remember the one clip I showed you off air a couple weeks ago? The other recording I made?
Yeah.
With Juicy, it would be a recording similar to that. With Bunny, It would be flat out X Hamster.
Okay.
I don't get the X Hamster reference.
Very.
Pro-Am.
Thank you.
Try that again.
Pro-Am.
Oh, pro amateur. Okay, gotcha. It's difficult though, just because of the fact of the. I know that things get a little snug in terms of the wallet sometimes because
Mhm.
I've been there myself recently.
Yeah, hence you see why this is a big conundrum.
And we thought Life is Like a Game Show episodes went long.
Yeah, this is why I kind of wanted this to be somewhat settled, but this is
I
going
mean,
to be it.
I mean, it's not like we're going for the land stream record or land speed record
What?
God no.
of
Okay.
the network here.
Let me ask a legitimate question here. And then this will be my last question on the topic here.
Okay.
In terms of basic, just film for potential content, are we negotiable at all?
Define negotiable. Negotiable in what way?
Like, would it be negotiable to make it work for multiple people, or
Like multiple people at once, or being able to film
I'm
multiple
willing to
films?
bet multiple people at once probably isn't going to work out.
No.
Especially if the two content creators are each going to want their own individual content.
Yeah, because they're pretty unfamiliar with each other. It would be more of a stretch and time in between. I can make it work for both. Obviously, not back to back.
Well, no, you definitely need some downtime in order to be able to rebuild your finances to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of time frame would you be looking at for the downtime, though? Like, because obviously the cheaper of the two would make for a shorter downtime, but it would probably also make for content that isn't as high end as the other ones.
Yeah, and if we're talking between those two, it's not much of a difference. It's within $100.
Well, then I would go with the one that you feel like you could fiscally bounce back from quicker.
Yeah, I feel at the end of the day, this is becoming more of a fiscal decision than a.
Obviously,
Like we've given our preferences, but at the
Right.
like
you don't have a physical preference as far as it. You're more concerned about, because obviously you like these three equally in general under general terms here.
Yes, correct.
So to me, it's a case of which one would you be able to, and forgive the crassness of the way that I'm putting this here, which one would allow you to get your dick wet quicker again?
I don't see anything crass about that statement at all. That's the actual fact of the matter.
And
Yeah.
you're not wrong. And out of all three of those, it would definitely be honey. And because if we're talking like that, like I said, honey by a significant margin.
Yeah, but
Fiscally easier.
Yeah, but you said that there's no recording there, so you don't get any content.
Exactly.
The man does have an OnlyFans to consider.
Yeah, but even now, OnlyFans, I'm probably gonna have to be moving platforms.
You know what I meant. God damn it!
All right.
What?
Well, here's what I would say to that is, if the interim would allow for it, if you would want to do solo content in order to fill the downtime, you probably could. Wanting to and being able to are two different things, sir.
I know.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean this in any homo way whatsoever. Male solo content doesn't sell, at least not anywhere near the volume that women's solo content does.
Well, yeah, obviously there are a lot more dudes as subscribers on these sites than there are females. I mean, that kind of.
So yes, he could produce solo content to his heart out, and I'm sure he's more than capable of doing so.
And his heart on, as it were.
But realistically speaking, let's
heard-
be honest, it's not going to do him a hell of a lot of good.
I heard you laugh there, Watkins.
Yes, you did. That was a good one.
Thank you. I thought so too.
I hate to be devil's advocate or the bearer of reality here.
No,
but
you're not wrong, and I stand by what I just said there, and the fact that there's a whole lot more dudes as subscribers on these sites than females, and most of the dudes are looking for female related content. Not saying that there aren't dudes looking for dudes, and
yeah,
nothing wrong with
there's
that,
nothing
Not
wrong
that
with
there's
that.
anything wrong with that whatsoever.
as we all hit the Seinfeld line there, but yes. The point being is that the vast majority of the content consumers on these sites are dudes looking for girls.
Generally speaking, yes.
Yeah.
You're listening to
I mean, you do have a, and I know we need to get to a plug. There
Giggity.
is a subsect of consumers, if you will, to put this in business terms, that I know some channels that are rather successful, and it's a dude partnering up with female content creators, giving them back shots. For lack of more descriptive terminology.
And again, and I already have something like that already up. I have more stuff that I need to communicate and make sure it's available. That's why I find
Okay,
my
I'm gonna need an explanation of the phrase backshot here.
I'm gonna defer that one
That
to
one's
the
a little-
I'm gonna defer that one to the man whose name is Viewer for a reason.
Okay, when you are looking
Now
down,
before you do that though, let's hit the plug.
as
Not
I
that
described
plug, the other
this,
plug.
you are listening to Point of Viewer, the last part of Point of Viewer, and I bet a lot of people are thankful. Again, Facebook, twitch.tv/W2Mnet, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, W2M Network. And again, available on a variety of platform streaming devices if you take your podcast poorly. If you name the streaming service, most likely we are on it. Search for W2M Network.
I feel like we're about to hit the content that we're going to have to age restrict again.
Not as in depth.
If he explains this the right way, we'll be fine.
We could be okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Say, for example, okay, Harry, visualize a 90-degree angle. You are from behind. What do you see when you look down?
Doggy, you mean?
Am I entirely wrong, main disembodied voice? It's not that in depth. There's more to that, especially camera angles.
If we're looking at like the highest, most abstract definition that you could give for the term backshot, yeah, I would be willing to give that 6 runs.
But I in a general sense,
so that's
about 2-3 runs.
So point of view, looking forward at the woman's back is basically what you're telling me. It's as if
more like
the center of the action.
More like the woman bent over and the camera angle is centered and focused on
the
her
action
the action of her getting it from the back. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does not necessarily matter the angle from which it is shot, because you could have a third observer person filming it,
which I've had before.
But generally, backshot means when you're giving it to her from behind and she's bent over, and the action is the camera action is defined on the motion of the actual action. I'm trying to not be so specific to the point where we do have to age restrict this.
We won't have to age restrict this, but I am going to set it to where we'll have limited ads.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much a point of viewer staple, though. Is we have to do limited ads on these shows.
You're not wrong.
Nope.
The fact that I think this will be the first monetized show in a week is
BWSR was monetized.
The first monetized point of viewer in a little while.
that's what I thought I said. Sorry. I may have gotten distracted because I'm looking at my Snapchat for the first time in a while.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so honestly, if I'm looking at most viable content, especially for distribution, I would be able to swing extra and go with Bunny, especially because she also has certain tendencies that all three of us tend to enjoy, as mentioned in the link I sent.
Of the BDSM nature?
Yes.
Okay.
Not full on, but again.
Light, playful.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's bedroom bondage.
Well, I wouldn't even say full on, but think more of the definite submissive type. And that can go a long ways.
Yes, but see, me personally, I like one that'll fight back too. So,
right, but I mean, in terms of wider availability and creation of content, not just distribution on platforms as well. With Juicy, again, with certain things you can't include, because she has mentioned this, distribution is much more limited.
I got you.
But anyways, now that I've gotten your opinions, and if you would all like to chew on it more and we'll discuss it more off air, I'm glad to wrap things up.
Well, if there's one thing the point of viewer will teach you, it's that you should definitely wrap things up when they're unfamiliar.
Yeah, especially I learned that the hard way. Needless to say, Santorum will always be on my mind. That was a very weird night.
See, you say Santorum, I say Santeria. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Well, I mean, yeah, I had $1 million, but I spent it all.
It was a fight to keep her happy. All right. It's time for to go home.
Yep. I'm wrapping everything up. Where can they find the two of y'all online?
I think I got a show tomorrow, and then I got a show the day after tomorrow, and then I disappear off the face of the earth, and you can yell at me at the Andesian. If you're a sponsor or want to give me money, I will gladly accept, and we will plug the ever-loving crap out of you. Please message me at the Andesian.
I don't know that I necessarily want the other shows affiliated with this one directly.
Why am I not surprised?
This is definitely the oddball out of the shows here on the network. There's a reason why I don't go to the extreme that I do on the whatever segments on League to the Max or whatever, because I can just do it here.
It definitely your chance to let go, so to speak, here. Life is Like a Game Show Tuesdays. BWSR usually Thursdays. This week it's a Wednesday because of the NCAA tournament preview. Indie Ciders episode 5 next Sunday with Rattle H. Hopefully we'll work everything out where we can do Indie Ciders.
Rattle H on vacation this week?
He comes back over the weekend. I know we're scheduled for
some reason, I thought you said Wednesday, like in this Wednesday.
Me and Eric are this Wednesday. Me and Rattledge are next Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, because he comes back Friday.
Mark and I will be covering Prestige Wrestling and West Coast Pro Wrestling Savage Mode and Terminus 2 on this month's episode of the Indie Ciders. And then we're going to basically hit as many of the shows from the collective 2022 as we can from GCW and Fight TV as well. So that's where you can find me. All my socials are available. You can find me, HEB the Eagle, pretty much everywhere. I don't feel the need to get into all of them. This is Eric's show to plug himself. Off camera, preferably.
Well, I mean, again, when it comes to plugs like that, it's usually someone else. The
Now
schedule
with fidget spinners.
fidget spinners, LED lighting. Again, we've discussed this.
I've seen the LED lighting ones.
I have seen those. I think they're actually pretty cool.
I like the ones that you can make do like the different light patterns as it bounces. All right.
Needless to say, if there's anybody out there who has a wish list and lets me access that wish list, just saying. The schedule's all laid out. League to the Max Mondays, Life is Like a Game Show Tuesdays, BWSR this week Wednesday, normally Thursdays. Soccer to the Max ? Either Sundays or Wednesdays. If you're wanting to see that back because there's a lot to talk about, send your hate mail to s.garber@gmail.com. Specify Soccer to the Max. Encourage him not to have a whole bunch of stuff so that way we can do the show. And because it's point of viewer, you can go ahead and find me at Superviewer. So aside from that,
Oh yeah, that's right. It is point of viewer. I NSFW Andesian, because I am not clever enough to come up with an actual dark Twitter username.
I don't do dark Twitter, but if I did, it would probably have something to do
My
with
dark
it.
Twitter still doesn't have any damn followers except for Eric.
Yeah, but I'm guessing you're posting a bunch of boobs.
I mean, I do have a few people that I religiously retweet, yes.
there you go. See? I will help you gain those followers. But in
Which I know Eric is religiously retweeting some of them now too.
well, obviously, duh.
Yeah,
But
I get notifications from Mr. Watkins's Twitter retweets in my feed.
The dark Twitter or the normal Twitter?
Both.
Yeah, I don't follow the dark Twitter on my normal Twitter.
I probably shouldn't, but here we are.
Yeah,
exactly. But in the meantime,
somebody wish me luck. I have to play the Saints.
yeah, good luck on that one.
Go Saints. Fucking Jets.
Fuck you.
Fucking Jets.
They got the number one defense in the league. Fuck you.
Again, you can tell it's a video game.
Don't be like these guys. See you next week, and don't be dicks.
Oh, we didn't do a Dick of the Week.
We don't do a Dick of the Week here.
Yeah, we don't. The perpetual dick of the week is Mike Richards.
We're disembodied, but we're throwing up the X's too.
See y'all next week, everybody.
And konnichiwa, bitches.